Yeah. What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, it's shit's real. We talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpion, New England representing. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? It's LB, aka Lotta Del Boys, Jesus Shuttleworth the God, Go Artist, Sample Kings Forever coming soon. We here. Monday Night Live, RingGameRadio.com in the building. Boxing talk, let's go. Movie reviews, let's go. We here.
Yes, sir. Ringing in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's Conscious Pod, the West Coast Avenger, preparing for liftoff, ringing radio. Let's fly. Let's get it.
I thought you were gonna remix it and try to do P's intro.
Thought about it. I'm good. Let's get it.
Okay.
Well, who's hold on? Who's banned from the crack alley? Hold on. I mean, who's banned from the damn bistro? What we banning niggas from tonight?
Banning niggas from people that's calling the championship fight bad matchmaking.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
we banning them niggas.
Facts.
Them niggas, all them niggas are banned from the soup kitchen.
If you want gravy on your fries, you specially gotta go, nigga.
Yeah, absolutely, yo. Straight up and down. But we'll get more into that though. But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
You already know. Rome top 5, like Jay-Z, Kanye. Who else they had on that fucking list? Who was the top 5 in that list, nigga?
I don't know, Lil Thing.
Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj. Who the fuck they had?
I'm
Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, nigga. Well, I'm the other top 5. What's good?
He's like, I'm more like a complex top 5.
So that's Rome for you. Rome top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like he thinks he's above Jay-Z and Lil Wayne and shit. So, but hey, niggas can dream.
I mean, he got some unreleased shit that that niggas want to make the argument. I let it stand. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's the problem, my nigga. It's unreleased. You and I know that's the problem.
Yeah, that shit dropping next year, nigga. Like, let us just get through this year. God damn.
Hey man,
we gonna feed the streets.
Yeah, hey man, I got co-sign if it gets to the point where we want this nigga to release his music, bro.
Yeah, that's just detox. That's just a detox album for real.
Nigga also like, well, it's not like the executives are blocking it. It's just the artist hasn't found time to put it out. Like we allocated the budget. This is that. Like, damn, nigga. All right. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, Rome top 5. We live here, nigga. Yeah.
But yeah, man, obviously now boxing was boxering, that's a word, but I'm gonna make it a word. This past weekend, man. Again,
it wasn't no sweet science in there. It was some.
No. There was no sweet science at all in that little 3-fight card, yo. Yeah, there was like motherfuckers that just they had gloves, they had wraps on, and some of them had bad attitude. Some of them came from poverty. Some of them are still in poverty, but they all came to fight. That's the problem. Was some of it wasn't a religious holiday, so you couldn't blame nobody. So yeah, man, we'll get to it, man. 154 again has a new star, new player, and his name
sheriff.
New sheriff, and his name is Bakram Murtazalayev. There we go. Murtazalayev. There we go.
Bakram murks your ass. Murks, you know what I mean?
Or as people on Twitter call him, Murderlayev.
Murderlayev.
and truthfully,
Bakram Murdergram.
That's crazy because as I'm listening to the name, I'm like, I'm gonna start calling that nigga Murder.
Murder.
Yeah,
murder. That's hard.
Murder. I don't believe you.
I'm gonna need another one though. I mean, it was crazy. It was a big upset, because it was a big upset. But
it wasn't the upset that niggas thought about like that, bro. Like, nah.
Like it wasn't a huge upset. I mean,
this was it was only an upset due to the fashion of it. But I don't see this as like a true upset. It's upset.
Costa's in the stand. Dad, somewhat estranged dad's in the stand for the first time ever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
every time your dad see you, you getting your ass whooped. Like, good God. Like,
Yeah, though. I mean, there have been some.
We said this was look. Honestly, I feel like Ring Gang, the only niggas who was kind of more on the money about this fight than anybody else, because we all saw this as like a potential fight of the year, a shootout.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fade.
It's definitely a 50-50. And like I said before, like, you know, if for those who are not familiar, I mean, obviously Murtaza or Murda, as we're gonna call him, you know, he won his belt off a guy that's never been KO'd before. He's given a lot of top fights. He's facing a hard time, and he did it on Ramadan. And you know, so dude didn't drink no type of water or nothing.
He wasn't fully, you know, 100%.
Yeah, he was hungry, like for a lot of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? And
figuratively, spiritually.
Yeah,
I mean,
and dude won his belt in a back and forth war and finally knocking Koke out. And then of course he had to go into surgery because I think he had an injured hand or some shit like that. And then Tszyu obviously suffered one of the worst cuts I've seen in a long time, and surrendered his belt in a bloody war to Fundora, who I'm sure will never enter the ring again in with his health meter in green. So it's like after that fight. So yeah, so basically, you know, it was set up because Tszyu means a lot to Australian boxing community, and we'll get more into that too. So because of the situation, they're like, okay, let's get him the belt, Murda. You know, we'll let him face Murda, and then let's see if we can get the IBF belt, and then we can go about some business and make some Crawford fights, make Ortiz fight or some fight like that. But Murda, he came in the ring that night and took a look at the script and said, "Fuck that," you know, like I said, you know, and yeah, and basically what you saw, 3 rounds. All it took was 3 rounds, and Tszyu. I mean, we all thought, you know, Tszyu has a pretty decent chin. He's only been down once by Terrell Gausha, but Gausha can actually punch when he actually feels like punching, you know. But
when he let his hands go, he could hurt you.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. But this one was just like, you know, Tim, if you see him fight, he's balls to the walls with this offense. Dude will try to air you out. But the problem was Murda was ready for that shit.
But this is the thing, man. Like, let's not, you know, bypass Tszyu's horrendous defense. This nigga defense has been trash for a long time. I know I've been calling it out from the get-go. It just, he has other things in his repertoire that work for him.
I mean, you were more vocal about. I mean, obviously it's obvious, glaring, but like you were very vocal about that. You know, I mean, because again, we kind of, some of his positive attributes at least outweighed it. You know, because like it or not, 2023 he had the best 154 run. You know, but I guess looking back in hindsight, I mean, his styles make fights, but that was brutal. That was something like Now
their styles make fights, but defense is defense. Like,
yeah.
But you should never get your ass whooped like that, bro.
Now I gotta learn how to spell this guy's name right and pronounce his name.
Yeah. I mean, I told you, man. Like, this was, and defense was my biggest difference between Virgil Ortiz and Tszyu. Like, they're the same mold of fighter. They're from the same mold, but one guy moves his head, parry, slips. He more into what he's doing, and that's Virgil Ortiz. Like,
well, when he wants to. I mean,
he wants to, but he showed layers. I mean, in the Volchuk fight, he got dropped a couple times, but
he did hit, but not nowhere near Tszyu does.
He was outboxing when he had to. When he got hurt earlier, he was like on his back foot boxing. The jab was working. Yeah, I mean,
he got more layers. He could do like Tszyu. He's not gonna, like, you start beating Tszyu ass. He ain't gonna just switch up and say,
I didn't realize like he was as bad as it was. I mean, you know, like I know this to get into wars, but like, yeah, he gotta. If he's not the aggressor, I don't know what the fuck he's doing out there. If he's not like, you know, the guy that's gonna put it on pause, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Because he can't fight no other way. So even when he's hurt, he's up here just hands on.
He's still trying to fucking, what the fuck is that about? Like, you're hurt.
No head movement. Like, at least with Ortiz, he showed layers. He's like, okay, I got hurt. Let me jab my way out of this. Okay, I hurt him. Okay, let me not just walk in there and let me move my head. Let me go at an angle, body shot. Okay, boom. Work the jab to. And now I mean, there's some type of skill and purpose behind the movements, but with Tszyu is just all right. Let me just go get him. Like what's the nigga from the Flintstones? The little just he be hitting shit.
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam. Like this nigga just bam bam the bam bam. He just go in there like what the fuck, bro? Like move your head, jab, like feint, put a little sauce on that shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, because even as he got hurt, it's like it would have done good for him to at least clinch, which he didn't know how to do. Clear your head, like move around.
Oh, you know what? He inspired the Undisputed game, nigga. This is what y'all want, right? This is a boxing game with no clinch. You see how that shit look, right? That shit disgusting.
Yeah,
Put a goddamn clinch in the game, nigga.
And it was just like, geez, like I mean, clear your head. Like I mean, he was tricked because I think he was like, you know what? If he was like, yeah, if I throw it right, I'll find dude's chin. And then dude starts shorting up his punches. And when he got shorting up his punches, that shit was like the jab was moving. The jab stopped through.
It's like he didn't recover after the first one. I mean, fully, right? Am I tripping, or he didn't really fully recover after the first? Because that reach advantage was still apparent. It felt like after that first one, he never fully recovered. And obviously he kept getting hurt after. So
because he wouldn't clear his head. That was his problem. Yeah. You know, the jab was hurt him. The left hook
that could have been stopped. That could have been stopped the end of the second round.
That fight could have but honestly, I ain't gonna lie. That ref was acting like he had like a third round parlay KO or some shit. Because this nigga was letting that, and you saw how he was looking. He was like, "Yeah."
He was an A side. They're trying to give you,
nigga, that was borderline like
y'all saw Breadman, right? Y'all saw Breadman talk about it, like how the referee gave, how the doctor, checked on Tszyu before he got.
They gave him too much time.
They gave him a lot of time during that.
Honestly, it hurt Tszyu because it made the fight longer and make him take more punishment. Like all that shit was a disservice to Tszyu, really. Because if they weren't treating him like the A side, once he would have got hurt the third time, they would have stopped it. It had been done. He could go on with his career. But now you put it to where like he needs a whole 2-year redemption arc to come back.
That was a very brutal ass whooping.
Yeah, like funny thing too. It was a very brutal ass whooping. It was Tim's corner that actually threw in the towel, literally, because the referee wasn't interested. Like the referee was like, okay, let's just see what's gonna happen.
The ref was watching it. The ref was about to stop, but he was like 5 feet away from stopping. He's like, yeah, one more tiger uppercut, screw up attack.
His corner's ass, dog. Like the Fedora fight was one thing. That was a mulligan, but your corner's ass. You need to switch your corner up if you're gonna continue, man. I'm sorry.
This nigga was taking every punch clean, and this is the thing. Tszyu actually landed on dude. They was trading, and I was like,
he had a nice little uppercut before he died. He had a nice little uppercut.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, dude, eating them shits was like them little like Scooby snacks, and he was like, all right, cool, yeah. I expected that. We're boxing. You'll get hit a few times, but here, take this and take that and that and this. Like, nigga was piecing them up with fucking every punch. Nigga landed uppercuts, smashes, hooks, 1s, 2s.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, what didn't he land?
He basically landed all he wanted to do. Like I said, once he shortened up his punches, Tszyu was just like he was just sitting up for every punch in the book. Like.
Nigga got beat from every range, mid-range, long range, close range.
Yeah, it was a brutal, and it was a star-making performance for a guy that made a couple million or so in step-asides, for like the last 3 or 4 years as a Mando, because the unifications would have never happened if dude didn't, take the step-asides.
He was a Mando longer than Madrimov, Virgil Ortiz. Tim Tszyu, he was a Mando like during Jamel's early undisputed run. You know what I'm saying? Like,
God damn.
He was a longer.
This nigga, hold on, was he a longer Mando than Alvarez was for Stevenson belt at light heavyweight?
I mean,
because that was a long fucking time too.
He
finally got the Kovalev fight.
I mean, he was definitely like before Tszyu and Madrimov, like around the same time. But obviously Tszyu and Madrimov had a title run. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That nigga name been out there for a minute, but it was
He's
always
been
one of those
longer Mando than before they got their shot. But
and dude was the fucking Mando since fucking before the pandemic. Like, bro, that's how long he been the Mando.
Yeah, 154 could be like that because remember, fucking Jamel, like the Charlos were Mandos, and they took them a while to get their shot. It's not like they got it right away.
Andre, when he was on 154. 154 is always like that, man. It's always so contested.
Yeah. But it's like once you get it on, it's like a domino effect. It's like, okay, everybody fight. Like you get a fight, you get a fight.
Goddamn, like both those fights. I mean, this was ass whooping, but like the bullet truck fight was fire. The Ortiz.
Yeah, that was like a fight of the year contender. But this was an ass whooping of the year contender. Like,
so I gotta admit, I was completely off the mark on that one. I did not think Murtazaliev had it in it. And his, I mean,
hell yeah, nigga, because you were talking mad shit too.
Me too.
I mean, listen, no. I mean, like, listen. I don't remember ever seeing him look like this. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, because I you know what it felt like? Murtazaliev this weekend felt like the nigga at the pool hall that like act like he's not good, and then he fights it. Then he picks the top guy in pool, and he fucking shows you, oh shit, he hustling me. That's what I felt like. I was hustling watching that fucking fight. I felt hustled, but like I knew he had he was a counter and but I have never seen his counters that sharp and that fast. I was like, oh my god,
You've never seen him fight a nigga whose defense is bad as Tszyu though.
And the thing was like that. The other thing was like I was just so I don't know what the fuck Tszyu was doing because like the thing is like Tszyu has always been an aggressive guy, but usually he's more controlled in his aggression. Whereas this time he was just wild and like just right there for any 50-50 counter, just opening himself up. It's like, okay, I'm here. Just hit me with everything you got. Like, his head never got off the line. Nothing. Like, it was weird. Like, I'd never seen him that wild. So I don't know what the fuck happened. But,
I mean, I'm guessing either he was like, you know what? He might have been a little arrogant about it. He might have been a little full of himself. He's like, okay, no, he probably thought that dude was a little bit of a pushover. And like I said, it cost him. Like, he got in. Let's say, you can see the crowd was just like stunned by what happened, and as soon as that fight is over, dude is talking about Allahu Akbar, walking around screaming that shit loud in Florida of all places.
He yelled that shit right in the screen. That felt like a WWE promo. Like that nigga was talking right up in the camera.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah,
worst whooping at 154 since James Kirkland, Glenn Tapia.
I hate to do any conspiracies and shit like that. I do wonder if maybe Tszyu getting back with his daddy, he lost a little bit of sharpness, lost a little bit of roughness around the edge once he got back with his daddy. Oh, now he back with his daddy, and it's now you performing like
he
this.
fully got his dad's defense too, because
why you keep calling that nigga his daddy?
His daddy, yeah, like you talk about Birdman and Wayne or some shit. Like,
yeah, before it was like what's my motherfucking name? Yada yada. Now you just like, oh yeah, okay, I got my dad's approval. I'm good. Like lost a little bit of that hunger.
The funny thing too, Tim had said like in the interviews before that he had learned that his father showed him some of his old Russian tricks. I was like, none of that shit was on display.
I was gonna say what tricks? I didn't see any of those fucking tricks that day.
Nah, he showed him all the tricks from the fucking Vince Phillips fight. Yeah. Good job.
Hell no.
Yeah, we eat every fucking right hand possible. This shit was crazy. Like,
think about, but did they not eat a bunch of right hands in both fights?
No, not only every right hand, but every fucking left hook. Like every left hook was completely on the line.
Yeah, but I mean, Costi is like the best arguably one of the best 140 pounds ever. I mean, I know Tszyu,
but he had flaws though.
Tszyu was carrying the name well, but it's a big step back for Saturday. I mean, you're carrying the name pretty decent compared to some Suns boxers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been.
Yeah, I mean, he was, but god damn, like you can't get whooped like this though, bro. Remember, he was like a 7-1 favorite.
That's a retirement
Yeah,
not retirement, but you got to rebuild yourself. You got to go back in, Australia.
Yeah, he fought like Virgil Ortiz without all the good qualities that Virgil Ortiz had.
Yeah.
He just got completely asked. Shit, it's a good thing he didn't end up facing Virgil because shit. Actually, no, it probably would have been better if he fought Virgil. He would have got his ass whipped for more money. Like, yo,
Yeah,
I was paused. I was tuning up Tim a little bit last week. I eat my crow, definitely.
yeah. Y'all turn that shit the fuck down.
Yeah,
Defense be damned.
like Murtazalev was plus 1100 for a KO on FanDuel.
Sweet Jesus, like
Yeah, like that shit was just like, yeah. Probably people were saying upset, and I'm like, yeah, of course it can happen though, but it's like, god damn, it really did. Like someone said pretty much, yeah. If you bet the KO for that, you definitely bet like a fat rat.
Every fight, though, you're gonna see some people are gonna say upset. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, I know what you mean.
But this one really had had the vibe though. Like,
It did have a vibe. Yeah.
and then it's like it's like people say, but no one wants to just look at the whole. This was a Styles make fight, and it's one where it's like they both gonna get at it, but the nigga with the cleaner defense is gonna be better. And
I mean, a ton of fights. I know it's not really a cherry. Obviously, like people argue Canelo Bivol, but was this a somewhat cherry gone bad?
No,
it was for a title.
Absolutely
it was for a title.
I know. I'm hearing that. I'm seeing that.
this ain't Canelo Bivol at all. Like no.
yeah,
Like that was more deliberate. That was literally like, okay, it's a name. I could avoid other people at 168. That's dangerous. I could come up here.
Well, you hear Tim's commentary. Tim was overlooking him, a lot.
I mean, it was overlooked, but
I got that vibe.
He was completely overlooking him. So, I'm not saying it was a cherry, but the mentality, like King P said about rougher, getting softer on the edges. Oh, I got the Bud fight. I got turkey in my back pocket. Remember he was talking about, keeping that turkey fight.
Yeah, that's just a wrap now. See, this fucked up the game because now it's like it ruined. It didn't ruin shit if niggas is real. It made shit better actually. But
not many niggas going to fight Murta. Not many are going to want to try to fight Buck. If they can, somebody will, of course.
Dude, look, not you can't say that because see, look, once Crawford fought Madrimov, and then Ortiz fought Boacek, all these European names that motherfuckers don't know and can't pronounce, they're all viable names because they make good fights.
They do.
So it's like you can't play this whole. Well, he's a nobody. Y'all use up that excuse with the Madrimov fight, and now with this fight, these are all good fights that if niggas just put the money behind and make an event, they'll do well. It's just niggas got to just man up and want to fight because I can tell you right now, I don't know if Crawford going to want to unify as much as he wanted to before.
And I also know something else too. The winner of Fundora and Spence is going to get thrashed. Like, whoever wins that fight. Spence
all that unification shit is like, I don't know.
Nobody want to. I guarantee you, Spence Fundora are gonna swerve Bacher if they. And they're trying because they already. I mean,
dude, fuck that. At least they're gonna fight each other. What's Crawford gonna do, nigga? That's what I want to know.
Has 2 belts, which but they clearly ducked Bud with the negotiations to fight Spence for a WBO belt.
Well, why don't Crawford get this belt?
Hey man, shit. I guess.
No, go ahead. Let Crawford get this belt.
I want to see it, but Crawford's not gonna want to take that.
No. He fought Madrimov. No, fight this guy too.
I mean,
No, fight this nigga. You bad, right? You good, nigga. You an all-time great. Fight this work, nigga. Or fight Virgil Ortiz, nigga. Like,
no,
it's just not. There's a lot of heavy lifting at 154, and you don't get them glamorous names like that. You'll get the recognition, you'll get the money, but niggas want that Canelo superstar package. See, I already see like Crawford probably gonna end up. They're gonna really try to get the Canelo fight, or this nigga gonna retire. Because if he don't, then fuck it. I want to be proved wrong. Fight this motherfucker. But I know how niggas be, and I know how boxing is. So
probably the most likely fight that I would say happening would probably be the Ortiz fight for Crawford.
And I'm happy as fuck if that happens.
Yeah, but
this is a win-win. This make him.
But again, it shows. But then the whole thing, see how we're talking about this. 154 is the type of division. Like I said, there's no. We said it before. There's no fucking around at 154. Like because you just don't know who is bubbling underneath the surface. That's ready to get their day in the sun. Like
it's zero tough such as if you want to be contender, you don't have to fight somebody that could KO you or that's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah,
that's what it is, really.
Yeah, 150. Yeah, you can't fuck around 154 now, and it's like Majimov, Murtazalev, Crawford. Those are the champions, and then Fundora. You
got Conwell just needs a shot. Conwell needs.
You got Zayas, you got Ortiz. You got names, bro.
Yeah, they can tell us. Only got he's nice. The one on the co-main.
Yeah.
You got Brandon Adams who actually knocked Bohacek the fuck out. It's like he's like 154.
Rest in peace.
154 has all these, and they're all prime too. Like if you're faded, you're in trouble. If you're compromised, you're in trouble. Like this is not the division. Like you cannot fuck around in this division right now because
if you got a flaw that you didn't get, worked out in the gym earlier in your career, and it's still there at the top level.
Yeah, it'll probably be exposed in your next fight.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, I mean Crawford's kind of. I mean, Bachman's a big dude, like we mentioned. Legit 6 foot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, Bachman. Yeah, because Bachman could. I think he could cut. One thing I said, I know, dude, the bones in his face were showing during that fight.
Well, because IBF federation only 10 pounds, right? You can only be 10 pounds above weight, right?
Yeah, well, for the second weigh for IBF.
For IBF, yeah. But he that dude looked at least 175 or something. Come on now.
He didn't look big like that. He looked like a lanky ass Eastern European basketball player.
His face was all sunken in, though. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like people thought he was drained at the weigh-in and shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, people because now basically 154, he's better be light at 154.
Yeah. And honestly, he boxed a little cleaner than Better Beef, actually.
He does.
Like Better Beef, they never looked that good with like the mid-range inside, like short punches, like with the combination. But then again, Better Beef, they never just have a nigga just jump into his punches like that. Like Tszyu really made this nigga look maybe better than what he is. That's the crazy part.
We need to see it one more time. I mean, that's why. I mean, I know it's an impressive performance, but you have to see him do it again. Like let's see him against another.
Against 154. Yeah, I mean, obviously you have to be some consistency. Like Tszyu, like before these losses, Tszyu was consistently beating people down. So it's like he was knocking people out. So it's like it could we just have to see. We'll judge him off that. But like I said though, he's been on those PBC dark matches, getting like $500,000 or some shit like that. Like dude's been grinding. Like he's, dude. I mean, dude's been hungry, and like I said, now of course PBC's got to find a way to push him because because the IBF. So who's probably next in line for him? Let's actually take a quick.
Well, look. Lubin post fight said basically him and Tim Tszyu are supposed to have a fight. So Lubin's saying he might be, because Lubin's owed a title shot. And it was
and truthfully, I don't think Lubin will beat.
I don't know if Lubin wants to do that.
Woo, man.
Yeah. So
Lubin can hang though. You don't think Lubin can hang a little bit?
Yeah, Lubin. Yeah,
Lubin's a better boxer.
He could. But see, this is the thing. It's like this is one of those guys where you gotta have the complete package to go after him because. The dude got a chin. The dude hand speed is decent. He could box. He could punch. Like you gotta have your shit together. Like Lubin defense and then the ring IQ sometimes falters a little bit. So it's like, but he has the tools.
And you don't have the strongest chin. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he does.
And that too. His defense is better than Tszyu, so I don't think he's gonna get caught as clean, but
his IQ leaves something left to be desired sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know how you boxing that long. I mean, at that level, I get everybody has their faults, I guess. Goddamn.
I mean, like that Fundora fight, that Fundora beat down that Lubin got, it still makes me shake my head because
he should have won that. He could have won that fight. He
had the edge on it. Like he saw success from the outside.
With Fundora, it's always the bad. Just the poor boxing IQ. Like, and that's what's always going to be his downfall. Like, he just sometimes will fight the wrong fight at the absolute wrong time. So
And he
can't
got
really
lucky
trust
against
him.
Ramos.
Yeah, he got a gift. Like Ramos.
Yeah,
Well, Ramos didn't fight that good, but I thought he won that.
No,
shit.
but you
Like,
know, Ramos was
clearly.
Ramos, you know, he had the co-main of Barrios versus Ugas, and they both, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was supposed to KO this guy. He you know, he failed the assignment.
I mean, they were supposed to both fight better than what they did. It's just
Yeah. But it was,
Lubin fought like a guy who didn't want to get KO'd and do just enough, and then Ramos fought like a guy who somebody said, "Hey, look, man, you got to take this guy to the distance, and you'll get paid." Like, nigga was boxing like he's fucking Daredevil's dad or some shit. Like, like nigga, like get on with it. Hold on, salute ND copy. Shout out to Tapia, LOL. And Android, what it do? Salute. That was a compact yet impactful card for what it was. And Backrand will eventually get the loop. And yeah, I agree on both counts.
Yeah.
Good little free card.
In our chat, it reminded me of a you know, classic triple time show, you know, a triple header, a Showtime triple header. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
3 good fights. You know, you see some knockdowns, and what can you ask for? You know, what I mean?
And it's not pay-per-view. Like
It's free. I mean, you know, as long as you
and it wasn't 4 hours long either. Like, you got right to it.
Yeah, that pacing was like, I swear it was like an hour and a half, and they were already at, you know, main event. You know,
it started at 8 and it was done by like 10:30.
Yeah,
that's what you want, man. Like,
I mean, even in
like, if you start watching boxing at 8, it needs to end around 10:30.
I mean, even Showtime never did that. We haven't had even a regular show when it was on Showtime. We never got to finish that.
Yeah, no, that show was funny because it just flew by quick. Because I was like, Saturday, I was trying to watch the Yankee game. I'm like, you know, I watch boxing and baseball, and I'm like, the fuck, this fucking shit flew by, and the main event ended in like fucking 4 rounds. So like, goddamn, like, all right, back to baseball. Like, okay, grand opening, grand closing.
And then
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah, and then definitely shout out to the middleweight opener. Like middleweight needs a fight like
I just watched that maybe 2 hours ago. I finally saw it. Yeah, good fight.
Yeah, it was a hell of a fight. And truthfully, Tapia lost that fight. He absolutely did lose that fight.
Honestly, I felt like this was the American version of Wardley Clark. Like, how the fuck y'all get a draw out of that when a nigga drop you like what 3 times?
Yeah, like
I got robbed. I felt like the Matias should have lost. I felt like, right? The fake hot rod.
It's Tapia. Tapia
should have fucking lost that.
Yeah, Tapia. The one that
he made it a good fight, but damn.
Yeah, like because they were telling us the story about Savadra and how Uzcategui like brought him into the country and shit like that. And dude fought hungry. Like dude knocked him down 3 times and he got knocked down once. But there's no way that this should.
His knockdown was the worst though.
Yeah, and there's no way this should have been 2 draws. Like, are you kidding me? Like, nah.
Yeah. They have to run that back. They'll probably put that as that was supposed to be a co-main for the next Tszyu show.
And then the winning car was for Tapia by 2, which was also again that
was crazy.
Yeah, and
them niggas.
Yeah, and the score, but the scoring took away. But the fight was great. Like it was an open. Like the crowd loved it. That shit was action for like at least 8 of the rounds. Like it was hard action. You know what I'm saying? But
it had a good flow. When Android told me like it was like a fight of the year, I see where you're coming from.
It could have been.
Like, feel it. The reason why, because I felt like it was missing the urgency and pace of a fight of the year, but it had the knockdowns and it had the big punches and the competitiveness. But it just, I felt like sometimes these niggas were just kind of like,
Now,
like
honestly,
fruit off the tree. Like,
I mean, honestly, if Tapia kind of scored like a late knockdown and there was like a rally or something like that, then I probably would have given it the fight of the year. Like, but it was close.
Yeah. You get what I'm coming from, though, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the ending, like it was kind of anticlimactic after like 8 rounds. Because I mean, even though they were beat up, like both of them were like really beat up, but yeah, like there had to be something dramatic in that late in the late round, you know, especially the last round before to give it that.
Yo, real talk. Don't it seem like we're getting one too many draws this year? Pause.
Yes, because it's fucking up my parlays, like something serious. Like, nigga,
how we getting all these draws? Like, it ain't. These are like, come on, like,
yeah, because
these ain't no true draws. These are like really like y'all wanted to get this nigga a gift type of shit.
I mean, if we're being honest, most draws aren't true draws. They're the I'll throw you a bone draw. Right.
Yeah, but there's been draws that you could at least be like draws. Like, even better be Bivol. If that would have ended in a draw, I don't think anybody would have jumped out the window. Like, even I would have been cool with it if that would have been a draw. Although I'd have felt better be should have won it. And I mean, like, there's draws, then there's like
come on, draws. You don't see where the draw was. Like,
think about it. Like, Broner, Jesse Vargas is more of a draw than goddamn Wardley Clark 1 is.
Yeah.
You can't tell me it's a draw when one guy scores a knockdown and he gets a point deduction against the other dude.
Right.
Like, come on, at least. I mean, I know there's some people like, well, I thought Vargas kind of got Broner, or Broner landed better. Yeah, it's a draw, nigga. But this, nah, like.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
This is like bad fucking scoring, like easily.
But the fight though, if middleweight had more fights like this, maybe there'll be a lot more interest in maybe the division can actually be resurrected. But yeah, they need more middleweight fights like that.
Honestly, I think you just need a middleweight themed card.
Yeah,
where you could really just get like 4 or 5 of them dudes together and have them fight and shit and make it significant.
I mean, truthfully, a middleweight tournament is probably long overdue, and they probably need it. Like, just to draw up interest for the champions. They absolutely need it because middleweight can be rebuilt if they have more fights like this.
They got enough pieces to make something. Hold on. Salute Chris Brand. Salute boys. Tszyu might be ruined. Give him like a Vlad. Stop.
See,
a Vlad Hernandez or the dude Telly's KO. Good Lord, what a beating. One of better fights.
Tellez was patient. Like he actually showed a new wrinkle. Like because Gonzalez was kind of with the jabs.
You remember that fight? I think a couple fights ago where he couldn't cut the ring off the undefeated black dude. It was like on the Jake Paul card. He looked a little mid.
Yeah.
But he's improved. I mean,
I
think you think he's further. Remember Yoelvis Gomez? You think he's further along than Yoelvis Gomez was? He kind of replaced him as the PBC card putting Cuban. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, Gomez had Yoelvis Gomez had the unfortunate. They put him in the ring with a fucking spoiler
with the wrong boxer. Yeah,
and the spoiler got him out. And now, the spoiler got him out the paint. So
I'm saying, Tellez kind of replaced him as that Cuban, the mini Morrell, 154 Morrell type of thing.
No, my thing is y'all overlooking what this nigga said, talking about put him in there with Vlad Hernandez as a comeback.
Hernandez is kind of he's speaking of spoilers, he's the ultimate spoiler, Vlad Hernandez. Yeah.
He dude, like Chris Brand, like did Tszyu do something to you? Now this would be bad fucking matchmaking.
You think that would knock out Timmy?
Honestly, look, that could happen, but it's too much of an ass whooping right there. Look. You don't have a nigga with bad defense who just lost his last 2 fights go against Vlad Hernandez.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Like, I'm just no, bro. Like, come on, like.
Yeah, here's the thing about matchmaking and stuff like that.
Let Tszyu get somebody else first, build his way up to Hernandez.
Exactly, because Tszyu is not ruined. He still has Tszyu can be rebuilt and he can still be a champion, but they have to lower his competition a little bit, a
lot, bro, dude. He is damn near ruined. Are we gonna make a long-standing bet with this or some shit? Because
he's not like he's 29. We're talking like he's 23, 20. He's like he's 29, turning 30. I mean,
I'm just looking at the quality of ass whooping he took.
He should be in his prime years. I mean, he should be in his prime years as a fighter. 30 years old. But it's like, goddamn, he kind of got your ass whooped pretty bad.
He got hit, dude. It's not like he was covered up and he just got overwhelmed with punches or outworked. He's literally jumping in and catching clean left hooks and 1-2s to the face, clean, like flush, like full fist, all 5 knuckle type shit. Like, and he took it for 3 rounds, and he was getting beat up on the ropes. Dude was stutter stepping. At one point, this nigga was swimming while walking. This nigga literally did the fucking, what's that, the freestyle, he literally did this.
Yeah, dude
while walking.
Yeah, dude was moonwalking everything.
Nigga moonwalked. He moonwalked forward. He swam like. Nah, you don't.
He's a warrior.
Like he reacted to them punches.
For getting up, he's a warrior, but goddamn, his legs were super jelly by the time that ended.
Yeah, but
it's funny you say that because that was a damn TikTok caption.
What, somebody said jelly?
No, when I posted up the video, I was like, turned his legs into jello, and then you said that. And I only put like 2 knockdowns. Like, geez.
Yeah, like I said, dude probably needs to take some domestic fights in Australia, like lesser competition. Hell, get a fucking Michael Zarafa or some shit like that. Somebody like that.
Nigga, at this point, fight a fucking kangaroo and see if you can handle that. Because I don't know.
I probably won't stay up for a Tszyu fight, right?
Yeah, we gonna be staying up for the ring card girls or something else. Because I don't know.
Japanese Tony, in no way I could stay up for, but I don't know if I could stay up for.
Either way, because it's important that right now who he faces, like it's important. Once obviously the 120-day suspension is done, because
you don't want to the corner. That's what I'm saying. I think changes to the corner has to be, some tweaks at least, because it don't seem like.
Well, no, this corner needs to be changed. Somebody needs to give him some defense. And
get him Ben Davison.
If Manny Stewart was around, Manny Stewart could have molded it. I'm saying, there's not that trainer no more that fix her upper. You know what I'm saying?
Like pretty much because what happens? You don't want Tszyu to turn into Derevyanchenko, who after facing Jacobs, Kolke, and then Golovkin, they thought it was a good idea to put him in there with Charlo and then Adames. Like after that,
it's funny you say that because I felt like Tszyu took as much punishment in 3 rounds as Derevyanchenko did in those 3 fucking fights.
No, I want to agree with you.
Okay, take away the Golovkin fight.
But a little bit, but I know what you mean. That was a major ass whooping that motherfucker took.
Dude, that was a fucking major ass.
It was like remember we thought Banana Rosario on J-Rock was bad, but that's like child's play compared to what we saw.
For 3 rounds, but Tszyu wasn't disfigured. Derevyanchenko was disfigured and his eyes were closed.
I know that's why I said okay, take away the Golovkin fight. But if you were to just to say Derevyanchenko and Jacob, Derevyanchenko and Kolke,
Charlo,
and Charlo, you pretty much got the Tszyu fight. Yeah. Derevyanchenko has his defense is much better than Tszyu. Like he got hit clean by them niggas, but not consecutively. Not like when you're like mashing damn buttons on something like okay, pap, 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 pap. Like his nigga was rock'em sock'em robots. Like everybody on Twitter had a comment about that shit. I see Breadman was like, what he said, Bakram and Madrov are the same fighter. I think Madrov more talented.
Breadman, right?
I got his point, but he didn't articulate it the best because niggas was like, "No, they not the same. They completely different fighters."
That was a lazy. That was a lazy one by Breadman. I saw that one too.
Yeah, it was lazy. Yeah,
he just great takes a lot, but sometimes I'm like, what are you talking about?
Because if you gotta explain your take like that, then it's not a great one.
Yeah, no, all those Eastern European, I want to group them together, but the Kazakhstan and the the other one. But those niggas,
this nigga way more dangerous than Madrimov. Madrimov is the type of fighter, he'll get in his own head because he has so many tools. He wants to be super athletic. He wants to be Dan Roy Jones, but hold on. He wants to be Golovkin. He wants to be this. He wants to be... Fuck all that. Because when you had your big fight, you was damn playing footsies and jab season.
Well, let me ask you real quick, Shutter. Who do you rate the best out the 3 of Bakram, Madrimov, and Bovachuk? Just, you can say Bakram because of the one.
Bovachuk, Madrimov, and Bakram. That's what you said.
Yeah, those 3.
Bakram.
I mean, it's
He's
still
the most dangerous out of them all.
To me, it's still Madrimov, and I've seen more than enough fights by these guys. But Madrimov is still
because when I look at all of them and how they took their biggest fights, one guy exceeded expectations.
I know they're making Madrimov versus Boachuk as a free use. I think the winner of that give them Bakaram. Give that the winner should fight back.
I could definitely see that.
That'd be a great.
Boachuk is good, but this whole he gets hurt.
I mean, Brad Adams is a quality fighter, but we saw Brad Adams, KO him. So it's like that's the back of my mind.
And Madrimov is good too. He might as well be the most talented out of the bunch, but it's what you could get with that talent.
You gotta show him. I mean, he's versatile, but I mean, an extra gear. I don't know. Something I don't know. Maybe
that's what I'm saying. Like he looks the good. Like he looks the best. Like the most talent. Like when you look at him, you think he's gonna be the one that does it. But the way Bakaram just beat the shit out of this dude, I can't. Madrimov's never had a performance like that before. I cannot put him above him.
No, it's a great performance. I mean, shit. I mean, it might be the performance of the year, maybe Bakaram right now. I mean, if we had to pick,
he's damn near up there.
Yeah, I gotta be up there.
If you treat a 7-1 favorite like that, shit.
A legend's son.
Yeah, in front of him.
Well, the worst thing about this was some of the people saying, "Oh, Tim, this was." I mean, we were with Sergio Mora and also with Lou DiBella talking about this is poor matchmaking, and I'm just
they need to shut the fuck up with that.
Yeah, it's number one, there's a lot of fights that need that type of energy, but Tim Tszyu's and this is not one of them, at all, at all. The man is fighting
154. You know what you signed up for.
Yeah. Yeah, and further too, people were trying to say, with Sergio Mora too, is they're giving examples of him, I think, ducking Jermaine Taylor back in the day, Yeah,
that's bad matchmaking.
Yeah,
and that's why he didn't take that fight.
Yeah,
he would have got his ass whooped. You can't handle fucking Brian Vera because you want to play defensive mode with Brian fucking Vera, nigga.
Yeah, he lost to him twice, I think. He lost to him twice.
God, how many run backs you need with Brian Vera? Dude. Come on. And I'm a Sergio Mora fan, but sometimes I'm just bro, chill the fuck out. You're not you could see this is the thing I get with these damn back foot boxing ass. I can't punch through a wet paper bag ass niggas. They have a bitterness about themselves. And they have a bitterness with the game. You see it with Paulie Malignaggi. You see it with fucking Sergio Mora.
You see it with Andre Ward.
Sometimes Andre Ward.
See it with Andre Ward.
And Tim Bradley's
had good careers.
Even Tim Bradley's why are all the non 50% KO niggas all the commentators?
Yeah, and all these niggas had good careers. Even Paulie had a solid career.
Two division champ. I mean, all these niggas were a champ or two-time champ. Yeah.
Yeah, even and some of these niggas in the Hall of Fame. I mean, so it's all this fucking bitterness. They see themselves in a nigga in Tszyu or some shit, and it's bro, Tszyu don't see himself in y'all. So why y'all fucking feeling sorry for this dude? Dude fights like a maniac. He goes for it, and it's been good for the division, been good for his career so far until last Saturday.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, there's he fights like a warrior. You actually want more fighters to actually fight like a fucking warrior. Actually want to fight, want to get the right fight.
Yeah. Who want to have an entertaining fight? Want to be talked about next week?
Y'all want to say that because Tim Tszyu lost his bad matchmaking. Y'all wouldn't have said it otherwise. I mean, that's literally a Monday morning quarterback shit. Straight that.
That's all it is. Niggas wanted to be right, but they couldn't be right. Where were y'all in the beginning of this shit? Ain't nobody else was calling this shit no fight of the year but Ring Gang. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, niggas want to talk about this shit at all. Period. It's hey guys, there's a free PBC card. And it's actually pretty dope. Niggas was saying that, it's come on, what are you doing? How come no one's talking about it?
But y'all want to blow up them platforms of niggas who be pandering, don't know what the fuck they be talking about. And then when a fight like this happened, and then you know shit happened, and you didn't realize it's too late. Like, oh shit, this nigga, he was full of shit. He didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
like
what y'all doing now. That's why y'all jumping out the window with these horrendous takes and both these niggas fight the same. Oh, this is that. Oh, this bad matchmaking. No, nigga, y'all just horrible at what y'all do.
and if you're clowning Tim Tszyu, then you also need to get the fuck out of here. Like and I see that too. Like it's like like Tim hasn't done anything that you want motherfuckers to clear. Like without Tim, like Tim is the reason why PBC had a successful launch off Amazon Prime. And he's probably the only PBC declared PBC Fighter of the Year candidate that's been produced this year. But
in a
y'all
non-traditional division.
Yeah, in the best division in boxing, but y'all want to clown him. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, but what's the other shit is well, y'all didn't act this way with Haney with the bad matchmaking. This is that, and I'm like, nigga, a bunch of people said Haney should have never fought Ryan Garcia. Get the fuck out of here. A lot of niggas was like, man, like don't entertain this clown.
That to me is a cherry gone wrong because they expected to conquer Ryan Paul's. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that was a cherry.
I think y'all even said that.
I thought
y'all even said that.
Said what?
That after Loma, Haney shouldn't have been fighting Garcia.
I mean,
yeah, we did say that. I know I said it. Like,
I
remember they was trying to have Ryan Garcia and Crowley.
Y'all wanted him to go up, I believe. Y'all wanted him to move up and weight.
Or fight Teofimo or somebody else. Like, it just the Ryan Garcia did this whole circus. You entertained it, and then it's like you see where it gets you now. But I wouldn't even. You could say that's bad matchmaking, but it was one of those where Haney was supposed to beat this guy. It wasn't a layup. You fought this guy in the amateur, so that's a little different.
He was juiced up.
And that too, that's after the fact shit though. But either way, like it was a money fight for them. I don't really. It's not the worst bad matchmaking.
Can we still discredit Haney for that loss, even though that no contest, even though the nigga was juiced up?
Well, it's already a no contest.
It's already a no contest, but
you can't.
When it comes to the defense, you're gonna remember him getting eaten up with them hooks.
I mean, it's on film, but you really can't count it. You know what I'm saying? You really shouldn't it really shouldn't be a measurement.
It shouldn't be, but that's all we have because this nigga focusing on it all day, and then they ain't trying to do the lawsuit.
That's true.
Yeah,
and then that's the thing. Like, yeah, like he cheated and everything, but it's just like with Tszyu, like nobody can just untake the damn images of niggas getting hit with clean punches over and over.
Right.
And that's the damn the tragedy of it. It just this nigga was juiced up when that happened, but we can't get that out of our head. Paul is like bow, like and Tszyu gonna have a lot to think about. Yeah, because he shouldn't touch another ring until like 6 months.
Yeah, no, yeah, we definitely won't see him until at least I would say maybe March of 2025 at the earliest, probably April 2025.
Yeah, the later the better, because it's like you didn't got the division crunk, and for what, like it didn't serve you.
Right. And so I know we had a couple polls on this pause. If someone wants to bring them up.
Well, which one? Let me see.
The first one and then the second one. Any order.
All right. So the first one is we got 18 votes, 6 days left. Do you think Tim Tszyu is a victim of bad matchmaking? 22% says yes. 78% says no. He's not a victim.
Yeah, though.
Yeah. You can't beat a 7-1 underdog? Is that my fault or your fault? Like shit, that fuck 7-1 underdog, bro. Bad matchmaking my left foot, nigga. To move your goddamn head and throw some feints off that jab.
I mean, I voted for no. It's not. Did y'all vote for no for that one?
Of course.
Hell, fucking no.
Well, somebody said yes.
He wasn't a victim. Why the fuck would he be a victim?
a victim of bad
You got a
defense.
title, I mean, you got a title shot after losing. I mean, I know the loss was a little muddled, but you got.
I mean, he fought a nigga. He defended his title against a nigga who lost. Like
it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But he's in no way, shape, or victim. So no, let's cut the shit.
Yeah, everybody with their think pieces on Twitter, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, because there's a whole lot of that bullshit. Like, nah, like you want more Zeus to actually take more risks in their division and fight in their division and fight the right fights in their division and shit that.
If that's bad matchmaking, what the fuck would have been good matchmaking?
I'm saying, like, yeah,
and I get it too. Crawford Madrimal, nigga.
And I get it too, because I know legitimately, because I see it on Twitter, like the Australian, like the whole boxing community think it's bad matchmaking because, like I said, because we mentioned before, like the Australian fighters are really treated like royalty. Because I remember we had the issue before with Joseph Parker. Like we said some stuff about Joseph Parker or Jay Apatow, one of them, and the Australians came for us in the comments about that shit. Motherfuckers calling us all types of names and shit like that.
Yeah, I think it was the Joseph Parker and
Joe Joyce.
It was the other guy who other fight.
It was different.
New Zealand ass nigga.
It was Jaya Patea, the other one. But I think we were talking about we were previewing Parker and Joe Joyce, and we all thought Joe Joyce.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And the Australians who listened to that had a lot to say. Like the comments, like I've never seen so many hidden comments and shit like that. I was reviewing them. Motherfuckers was calling us names and all types of other shit. I was just
you'd have thought we had a bad review on an Eminem album. Like, damn.
Yeah. And then of course, Joseph Parker gets knocked out, and then some of them came back and like, yeah, you were right. It's like,
yeah.
And then you got to see, because the boxers in Australia, they mean a lot to Australia. So Tszyu being obviously, he's the son of a legend, and he's also a former champion, and and he's an entertaining fighter. So it's like, just to have him just get beat down like that on national TV, that shit, that shit is kind of, they're not gonna be quiet about that shit for a while.
Nah, they're just gonna be Liam Perrell fans now.
Yeah.
who is also gonna be the next big money bet.
Yeah.
Like he'll probably stop Hitchens. So y'all get y'all checkbooks ready for that one. Like all my derelicts and my gamblers out there. Like,
that fight's in December, so I'm not even gonna look at the odds for that now. I'll wait till like.
Yeah, we'll wait, but we know that's gonna be one of those. There's other fight like that too. I can't remember who it is. Is somebody? It's another one of those like he should whoop their ass type of fights
in Australia.
Maybe I'm thinking about Robisi and Ramirez. Robisi and Espinoza.
Oh, I mean that that one's gonna be a war, but I don't think that one's gonna be a gimme.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking. Well, yeah. Anyways, that Paro is gonna have a lot of damn Australian fans now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So hopefully he could make use of it.
I mean, him and Apatow. But Apatow's cruiserweight. It's like the cruiserweight doesn't get that. I don't know. It's a division that I don't know. It's like the.
You gotta have Apatow. Got to fight in America, bro, against some names.
Yeah, but I'm saying like cruiserweight's like the Cleveland Cavaliers of boxing divisions. You know what I'm saying? It's a cap.
Yeah.
Well, it's never been an American-centric division, but it's been a top division.
But there's fans and great fights. Yeah, but I'm saying cruiserweight's like
Yeah, but he need. Fighting in these other places ain't doing nothing to raise his profile. So like, put him on a good undercard or a good co-main in America, and kind of switch up the damn.
He's a Saudi fighter. He's a Rider season fighter. I mean, that's all we see him on.
It's like these niggas just gonna have a career at this level, just doing that. Like, and you seen the news about the whole I guess the backers. Lost money, so they're like, look, you got to do these Riyadh season fights in Saudi Arabia. Like, this ain't no fucking world tour. Like, you going to Cali.
The California
like, the fuck is wrong with you?
Probably UK shit, too. I mean, UK sold out, but I'm saying they probably lost money on the UK shit, too. The Dubois AJ shit, honestly.
But dude, like, yo, in Saudi Arabia, the atmosphere is like trash for fights.
Yeah,
That Golden Boy card is like top tier in Mexico or in Cali. In Saudi Arabia, that shit is like bum fights volume 1 or something.
Yeah, in casino. I mean, sometimes you see it looking lit, the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I miss fucking dude. If my fucking room, I'm watching the fight and it's more lit than the goddamn arena, then there's a problem.
Big Godwin just break his fucking
Like a
leg.
tank fight's all like you can tell a tank fight vibes is hood nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I want my flashing lights and this and that. I want my pizzazz and shit.
I want to see the bitch in the fishnets.
Yeah, I did the bitch in the fitness, like, you know what I mean, like the damn, we like the damn Pro Box ring cards. I mean, give us that shit, but nah, y'all niggas be having the goddamn Truth Hurts ass covered up fucking
Don't show your ankles,
ring
bitch.
card girls.
Don't show your ankles. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't show your ankles. You fucking get the fuck out of here. The goddamn bullshit ass presentation. But I ain't gonna lie, Aaron been going off.
But
the
the
big
fights,
baby shit.
it is the fights you want to see. I mean, Fury Usyk better be Bivol fights we want to see for years. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know. No, Turkey, he did his thing. It's just I felt like he put too much extras on the shit.
The rap shit. Yeah, I miss
all that other shit, nigga. Like I don't. You giving away cars at fights. You putting yourself in a fucking video game for no reason. You getting special belts made. You adding concerts that nobody wanted for fights. Like
Undisputed Belt was ugly.
That shit.
That shit was trash. That belt, the Better Be Bivol belt. That shit was trash.
Yeah, Undisputed. Like this is ugly ass goddamn late era WWF belt. The fuck out of here. Like matter of fact, that damn WWF belt is better than that shit. This shit Pastor Troy used to be wearing on the truck. Like, fuck this belt, nigga. Bullshit ass shit.
But yeah, no. And then we had one more poll, if I remember.
Oh yeah, one more.
Who's the best world champion?
So the one that Virgil should have been on that list.
The one that the fake champ Virgil should have been on, sure. But hold on, I had it before. All right. We did ask
with better defense than fucking Tszyu light him up ass like nigga.
40 votes, 6 days left, asking who was the best world champion at 154 between Terrence Crawford, Bakram Murtazaliev, and Sebastian Fundora, with Fundora getting 12%, Bakram 10, and Terrence Bud Crawford at 78%.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I mean,
it's off merit for Bud. I'm a Bud fan, but Bud has only had one fight at 154, so it's like I voted for him, but it's mostly off merit. It's off merit, it's mostly off merit. You know what I'm saying? 154.
I mean, Fundora's put in enough work on there, but he's also a guy that's in the yellow right now when he starts in the ring. Like
Yeah.
When your last fight is you have somebody bleeding, but they're still making you bleed from your eyes, your nose, and your mouth, you got a problem. Yeah,
Ortiz interim WBC, but you got dropped twice in your last fight. Some people say you got to give. So.
Nigga, no matter what you say, can't void the fact that you should have put him on the.
And we could have threw Jamel Charlo in the mid. I think you should go to 160, but you could stay at 154 because he's a quote unquote lineal, if you want to use that word.
Man, Jamel Charlo trains too much to move up.
Huh?
He trains too much to move up. Like he's gonna find himself at 154 because ain't no way he'd have that such a shitty performance against Canelo if he truly was moving up.
Well, the rumor is his fighting Jesus Ramos as the co-main for Morel Benavidez. So.
I mean, it's whatever right now, but Mel.
Yeah, that's a good ass co-main, but I don't believe that.
This is a strong. I mean, Ramos retweeted.
That's his own main event, though.
Yeah, it should be a free one, but it's gonna
be. I see right now because Mel disappointed me so much against Canelo. I can't care about who he's fighting now until he kind of gets his eye of the tiger back because that motherfucker really shit the bed against Canelo, and that pisses me off so much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did mention though that on the broadcast he's gonna come back in January, so it makes sense that he.
Yeah, no, but it's like
it didn't seem like they was like sure though, like. I didn't see the whole broadcast.
They just threw it out there.
Yeah, it was just like a random we need to fill in this news segment with news.
Yeah, I mean,
that nigga fighting in January. Remember him? Like,
yeah, Yeah, like dude hasn't been in the ring in a year. He's clearly probably spending his Canelo money, and it's just like, yeah, I can care less what he does now because
Or beating his fucking ex-wife or something. I don't know.
I mean, him versus Jesus Ramos is a pretty good fight. It's a hell of a tune-up. I mean, I'd favor Jamel to win, but
That's not a tune-up. That's Vitalik Klitschko defending his belt against Sam Peter type of shit.
Tough fight.
You're coming out of retirement, but you're still the champ. You fighting a puncher, hungry motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope he rebuilds, but yeah, dude's gonna have to show me that he wants his boxing shit again, or he's hungry again. But I can't, because he disappointed me too much. Dude had a legacy fight. Dude had a chance to put Canelo to bed, and and instead Canelo looks probably the best he's looked in years, and beats him down. That's just still in. It's like, yeah,
bullshit ass before.
He tasted that power,
and honestly,
you didn't get the same.
Seeing how the Tszyu looked against Bakrub, that kind of showed me a little bit. Like I felt like that's kind of how like a Charlo fight would have went out. Like Charlo would have just pieced him in between punches.
Yeah.
With uppercuts and counters, like maybe it would have looked more explosive. But
or people were talking about Keith Thurman, like part of the reason why Keith wanted to fight him because Keith, is a mover and stuff like that, and Tszyu doesn't know how to handle that. A lot of people were mentioning that.
I swear I didn't hear Keith much on commentary. I know he was out on commentary, but I swear I never heard him much during the run.
And speaking of that, Keith needs to calm down with some of the shit they be talking about sometimes. Bro be rambling too much. Nigga was really rambling near the end of the shit. Like, bro, like, did you just spit a lyrical miracle type of shit, nigga? Just say what you have to say about the fight. Keep it moving. Like,
He's good, but he's good, but sometimes he does ramble on some Chris Webber shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, bro, like, yeah, you can talk about the sport. Yeah, I don't mind you talking, but, someone needs to kind of cut this nigga off. Like, okay, that's enough, Keith. Instead of letting this motherfucker ramble about some
he does be getting his Killer Priest on sometimes. I fuck with Keith.
It's the enthusiasm he has for boxing because he's not fighting. So that energy has to come out some way, and it comes out in the commentary. That let me know this nigga wants to still box and fight. It just, for whatever reason, it's not happening.
No, his body won't let him. Like, he can't get through a training clip without getting injured. Like, his body won't.
Nobody's gonna ramble like that and don't want to box. You know what I mean? Like, nah, nigga.
I hope that he's. He didn't look like he was out of shape. But it's like, he's 36 years old. Time is not on his side. Like, he gotta make some move, or else, that shit's gonna be it. His body's got to tell him what he's trying to do. But overall, as a show, though, like, it was like for PBC's first free show. It basically went the way you're supposed to. The pacing was good. Yeah, the fights were good. It buzzed. Even though the atmosphere was like, it was like ECW arena type shit. So
this felt like it was also like you needed to say a password at the door to get into the motherfucker. Like, right. It looked like some damn back alley. Like, hey man, the fights. Like, look, nigga, the fights be lit over here. The drinks be cheap. Mm-hmm. They let you smoke inside the club. Yo, come join us. And it's like, all right. Oh, this the password though. Like, they let you in. You go into a little dark hallway, and then you're like,
yeah. I think they got those in New York. What is it called? Where it's like a restaurant, but you say a password, and then it's like a club, like an after party shit. What's it called? I know it got
Eyes like a name. Shut. I don't know, nigga.
No, it got like a name for it. It's like a name of a business or some shit. It's called like a haberdashery or some shit like that.
Haberdashery. I just call it an after hour spot, or if it's Asian, like a dim sum spot, like where I go. I used to go to.
You dip your dim into some song. You know what I mean?
Them shits used to be great because there was one near my old apartment in downtown Worcester. I used to go there. That shit used to be open till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. That shit used to be drinking big ass Scorpion bowls and chilling, bro. That shit was.
You was on your Robert Kraft shit. I feel you, nigga.
I hope you didn't have no rapper doing bunny hops for you though.
Nah, no, hell no. That shit was just shit was just a straight vibe.
I don't want to hear your mixtape, but cut a jig for me, peasant. Like, damn.
Is it exactly how it is online, nigga? Because I've never seen it, but is it exactly how it is, like in the movies and shit?
No, I mean, there was mad people. It wasn't like, I mean, if there was some shit like that, I didn't go there. I was gonna be there for the food and the Scorpion Bowl and the atmosphere, and then walk my ass back to my apartment.
Yeah.
Sometimes with somebody, but that's here or there. So I behaved myself. I didn't do any of that illegal shit. Like I know better to ask questions about some shit that I see that I know that's not like, I better leave that shit alone. But that PVC card though, like I said, I mean, having boxing end at 10:30, I was like, God damn, like what the hell do I do with myself? Like that, like I just
watched the movie afterwards, but it hit though.
Yeah,
like I said, I finished watching. I was watching baseball afterwards. So I was like, okay, let me get back to baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching a little bit of college football. There was a couple close games, so
Yeah, so
but that's how it is. So like, I feel like boxing shouldn't have to dominate the whole Saturday night. Like, let it come on a respectable time, go off a respectable time.
What was the top ring card that ended up like at 10:30 my time? That was like 1:30 y'all time. It was a recent top ring card. I felt
maybe
like
a mayor fight.
No, it wasn't the mayor. Was it the?
Yeah, it was the mayor.
Nigga, that ended late, bro.
That might have been it. That was done like at 10:30. I mean, my time. That was like probably like well past midnight y'all time, like way past midnight y'all time. I swear to God.
Yeah, but like I said, it was good that this card just flew and was in and out, grand opening, grand closing, very quick. Yeah. Fights were good. The commentary didn't offend me, so it was good.
Facts.
Yeah, that's the point. Commentary not offending people.
Brian Custer and Jimmy Lennon. It's like boxing. It's like
Yeah,
you need them two niggas. You need them two. Them two keeps it seems like boxing's back that way.
I don't know. PBC just knows how to do the production and has that spark that all these other places just don't be having like that. Like it's just
interviewing Tszyu is kind of crazy after that beatdown. Interviewing Tszyu is kind of crazy though. But I mean, like, why do they do that? Like, I don't think you should be.
That's part of the job. Like, bro, I just feel like it's one of those. If someone gets beat that bad, make it an easy interview. Let it go kind of quickly.
Hold on. Pilot's one of those people that doesn't think the loser should get interviewed at all.
No, I mean, sometimes.
No. It's that type of whooping he got, bro.
Not if you get beat bad. Not if you get beat. So what were you thinking?
Because how incoherent he's going to be, bro. Come on.
Yeah, no. Because a lot of the times, I mean, sometimes, when a guy loses, but there's times where, like, it's a bad beatdown, they don't interview the loser.
It's kind of times. I mean, maybe if it's like a big time fight, you got to. But other than that, it's like, let that nigga ease up.
If it was that bad that he couldn't speak, then he would have been stretchered out.
Yeah, you're right. People,
I mean, I feel you, but it's like, dude. But see, King P will be the type of nigga who asks, like, so I heard in the fighter meeting it's your daughter's birthday. So how do you feel about this birthday gift of a performance?
Oh no!
You say you guys will say some shit like that. Nigga done got the life beaten out of him, and you ask so what did you feel was the difference in this left hook in the second round, in the third round?
Chill. I'm not Jim Gray. Chill.
You remember
nah, because if you that pressed for if you that pressed for an interview and a nigga got whooped like that, you dying to say some off the wall shit.
You remember Jordan Plant was interviewing after Pitbull beat up Rolly, and it wasn't Easter, but Rolly said, "Happy Easter, everybody."
Yeah.
That shit wasn't Easter, was it? It wasn't even. I swear it wasn't Easter. It might have been.
Well, how many people? Be honest. How many people want to hear from the loser, nigga? You want to hear from the winner, unless the loser.
No. If the loser is a headliner, then yeah. That's what I say. If the loser is a headliner, then we still want to hear from him.
I mean, Rolly and
we do, but I just feel like it's in doses. Like I wouldn't be expecting no crazy ass questions and. Yeah, I mean, like, don't go all in on that shit.
Like Earl Spence. They let Earl Spence talk after he got his ass mollywopped.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He was up there. He could barely speak.
No, that fight was so big that both of them had to talk. Win, lose,
Yeah,
doesn't
Yeah, I
matter what.
know,
yeah.
but still, he can barely speak. But still, that's an example of one that you gotta hear from the nigga, no matter what.
Yeah. But with the way this one was, it was one of those. If Zoo would have been if they would have just carried Zoo to the dressing room, nobody would have been like, "Hey, Zoo, can we get?" Nah, that's okay. Like you got that. Like,
Like you had your time. You had your time.
like yeah, yeah.
It's funny that we're saying this. I mean, it's funny that it's being said now because I remember like 12 years ago when Broner walked out after he lost to Maidana. People were like, "Oh, you're a sore loser. You don't want to talk." Yada yada yada. Like,
I thought that shit was
so,
fly.
But I mean, his jaw was visibly broken too. Like, and he clearly like I get it. But I mean, like we see
And
Cotto do diva shit and don't take nowhere near the beating.
and after all that shit he was talking, it's like, yo, why would I sit here and say some shit right now? I'm done,
Yeah,
nigga. Let me go
y'all
back
see
there
how
and
he
thinking
get
of some
whooped.
shit to
Like, yeah.
say. Right. When you that arrogant, that's some shit they do, nigga.
And then your jaw is broken. Like, damn. Like, it's funny because I'm reading Muhammad Ali's book he wrote, and I'm at the part where like he just lost to Ken Norton and got his jaw broken. He's speaking on how like the whole world was basically like, yeah, you lost. Yeah, you shut your mouth, didn't he? Why you ain't that? He's like, he got to hear that shit through like the hallway, the hospital, outside.
Damn. that's
And,
that's crazy.
the loss traumatized his wife at the time so bad, like she had to go to the hospital. Like she kept saying, Muhammad Ali is dead, I can't believe it. Like they had to put her in the hospital. Like shit was, I was like, God damn. It was like, it's different. Ken Norton, like people kind of like, all right, Frazier beat you, or this nigga could beat you. These are top guys. Like Norton, you let the local boy beat you. Like, you nothing. Like, I was like, God damn. Like, but yeah, it's an interesting, real good read. So definitely recommend that shit.
What's the title, nigga? You just said it was Muhammad Ali's book. What's the name of it, nigga?
Fucking
Is it an autobiography or somebody?
yeah, My Own Story. It is only Ali's book there. It's the only Ali book there is. The greatest, Muhammad Ali with Richard Durham with revealing photo section.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's a biography.
Well, he literally what's the one where they write themselves, but somebody
Autobiography.
helped them write it?
No, if they write it themselves, it's an
isn't that autobiographical?
Yeah.
I mean, he is Muhammad Ali.
Autobiographical, yeah.
He wrote the motherfucker. Like he wrote it. Like this Muhammad Ali's words. Ain't somebody wrote it for him.
Okay, right. Okay, bet.
And it showed all the fight purses, like the money he made, like for each fight. I'm like, damn, niggas is making bank. Motherfucker was making like $500K for that Norton fight. Nigga was making bread. Like,
yeah, no, yeah, I mean, yeah, Muhammad Ali,
nigga the greatest.
yeah, Muhammad Ali made a lot of money, but of course, he lost a lot of it by the time he retired for a lot of different reasons. But I won't digress too much into that, into that part, But
History lesson. No.
But yo, one more part I'll add from the book real quick before we transition, because he did say history lesson. The part when he's in the hospital, like Muhammad Ali goes to the hospital right after that fight. Somehow Ken Norton and Eddie Fudge, they end up going to visit him, and like they allow him in there, and he convinced Ali to take a picture, because he's like, yeah, I want it for my grandchildren's photo album. They used a picture to put all on the newspaper. I was like, yo, y'all niggas ain't shit. Here I am. I let you in the hospital room to be on some like, yeah, youngin, you got me. Yeah, take the picture. This for the kids. And then these niggas like, yeah, all right. Yeah, they ran to every newspaper like, yeah, nigga, we humbled this motherfucker. Shit is just wild. But there was an interesting thing Eddie Fudge had said to Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali asked him, it's like, damn, man, this the first time one of your fighters beat me. I always beat all your fighters. And Norton said, maybe because he likes me. And Fuss said, I like all my fighters. He's like, man, you got to. If you don't love your fighters, like, you're not going to care about them like that. He said, I know managers and trainers that they don't like their fighters. They be sending them out there to get their ass whooped, and they be happy about it. But he's like, yo, man, he said, if I have a guy and I'm training him, if I don't fall in love with that fighter in 3 months, I let him go. I don't care how much potential, how much money he could make. I just let him go because it's not going to work. And I'm like, that's some real shit.
Yeah, well, he's one of the few that's like that because most coaches are not like. Most trainers are definitely not like that.
That's true. You know, 'cause we lost recipes, niggas. Fuck, I need that check, nigga. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting.
Shit. I mean, even the guys like fucking. I mean, but then maybe they show it in different ways. Like, cause like fucking Teddy Atlas, you couldn't tell. Like, I always thought he hated half the motherfuckers he trained, but that's just his style. But it's just like it was just funny because he didn't show like he really fucked with them. Like,
but you know what? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to really think he did hate his fighters. Like, I know that's his personality, but I ain't gonna lie. If somebody would have came and told me on the side, like, yo, man, you don't be giving a fuck about us niggas here. Like, I would not argue with. I'd be like, yeah, I could see that.
You can't tell me that he really likes Michael Moore because it seemed like he did not fuck with that motherfucker at all. Do you want to trade places? Do you want me to fight for you? I'm like, yo, like,
that nigga was fucking too fucking greasy.
But the funny thing is too, Michael Moore actually like really truly respected Teddy Atlas, which was the crazy thing. Like, and Michael Moore doesn't like nothing, doesn't like nobody. Like,
fucking facts. That's facts. I know personal reference. That's facts, nigga.
But the funny thing is, that's kind of the personality that he needs. He kind of needs somebody like Teddy to balance his personality. So that's why it's funny because they balance each other out. But it's like, damn, like he hating that motherfucker.
He needed that spark, but it just seemed like Teddy be going overboard. But once I seen how Michael Moore trains with my own eyes, because I used to box at the same gym he was training at. Once I seen how he would get in there and shadow box the fucking Jaheim's full album and shadow box in slow motion, I understood. Like, yes. Because I was training with him around the time after he just lost to David Tua. So to give you a time reference, and yeah, all this walking out the slow shadow, nah, bro, that ain't, boxing ain't fucking Tai Chi, nigga.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, a guy like I always felt like a guy like Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt kind of seemed like he cared about his fighters. Shit, he saved some of his fighters.
He saved some of them.
I feel you on that. He said some of them.
Yeah.
Buddy McGirt wants some of y'all to get y'all ass whooped though. He's human. Saved Paulie from the worst of whooping, and then Paulie was mad at him. Like, nigga, if I gotta see Ricky Hatton bounce under the hook off your fucking Guido head, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Why'd you stop it? Like, nigga always fucking crying, nigga. Jeez. But yeah, let's get into if Catterall's gonna knock out Prograis or not, and then he's gonna fuck up our parlays or not.
That's gonna be a shit fight. Because both these motherfuckers are harsh.
Yeah, it's one of those fights. I mean, it could either be both guys are gonna be up for it and they're gonna be slugging away, or basically we got a repeat of what me and P saw in New Orleans with
dude. Prograis has zero business still being at 140. There's no way he should still be at 140. He has no business being there.
He should have
moved
up.
All the training in the world, man.
Yeah, Prograis. I feel like he always should have moved up. But whenever he was asked, I can tell it fell off a vibe like he didn't want to. He didn't want to give up.
The funny thing is, I say he has no business still being at 140. Some people would say, well, he has no business being at 147. So he's kind of in no man's land.
Only because he wanted to, bro. If Mikey Garcia went up the fucking welterweight, then you can't tell me this nigga can't go to welterweight.
Yeah, I always wanted that because he had the power to zing, but it seemed like every time he's asked, I can tell he just doesn't, you want to lose some of his advantage. I mean, but it's too late now. Like,
dude was on Twitter starving himself, talking about yeah, there's nothing to get down to 140. This is that, and it's like, yeah, you could get down to that. It's about being effective at the weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're doing shit like regular niggas would do. Like, all right, calorie deficit. I'm not gonna eat today. Like, yeah, we get it, but you're a professional boxer, nigga. Like, can you do that and still perform and fight at the top level? Like, yeah, all the Shaolin monk training shit is cool, but can you operate at that? That's the difference. Because I get it. I've done that shit where, like, I want to see how hard I could train and don't eat for 48 hours or 24 hours. Yeah, I get it, nigga. But I'm not preparing for a fucking fight. I'm just doing it for my own self, nigga. Like that's just weird, nigga.
Because there's no way you should be looking drained already for this fight. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, if you can't make 140, why operate it? And it seems like Catterall always tracks these opponents that don't want to leave 140. Yeah, I mean, yes, Catterall got the win over Taylor, and some may think it's controversial or whatever, but he got his get back at least. But yeah,
wait. Who thought the second fight was controversial?
Kind of what? My fault.
It was all over Twitter, bro. Like people,
It wasn't. It was a shit. It was a shit fight, but it wasn't controversial.
Wait, which one? Which one?
No, the second fight was actually entertaining.
Taylor Catterall?
Yeah.
Nah, but
the second one.
Wow.
The first one was a robbery.
Only because I think Bob Arum came in the ring complaining, right? Didn't Bob Arum complain?
Bob Arum was complaining about this.
I'm not bringing my fighter back here, nigga. Isn't your fighter like close to he's in Scotland or some shit, nigga? He's not like he's an American fighter, right? The nigga is like the city next over, nigga.
That fight let me know both guys were washed.
Taylor more so.
Catterall and Taylor?
Taylor
you think Catterall's washed?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure Catterall is not as I mean, I know he won the fight, but he should have dominated more than he did in a sense. I don't know.
He don't have no second gear or no urgency.
The end of that fight, Taylor made it 2. It was a good fight, only because Taylor was lasting. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Taylor was like
but the thing is, Taylor kind of fought back and looked better than he did in the first fight, and Catterall couldn't run over him, so they had good moments in exchanges, but then I think Catterall started hurting him late.
He did enough. Catterall did enough.
Yeah. But he couldn't get rid of him. And it's like Catterall he got fast hands, he got power. He don't have no urgency. It's just like he had to hurt you.
His temperament, because he don't be getting kicked out. Yeah, because there was Foley. I think he got did he even get paid out of it? I don't know who he fought, but there's a couple niggas you should be getting out of there that you ain't getting out of there. I'm just saying.
He should have got Linares out of there, but he said fuck Passport LB's parlay.
Dude was getting pieced up at times by fucking Linares. Like an old
Linares, that's what I meant. Linares, yeah, that's what I meant.
Dude, you can't step on the gas for old ass Linares, nigga.
Because me and LB, I think we put money on that shit, and we were just like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, like
that shit pissed me the fuck off to no end.
Yeah, it's like this. I mean, it's a significant 140 fight, and it's one of those fights where it's just like I know this is like the thing. I don't know if this is like the last fight on this Matchroom deal, or he has one more after this. But clearly, it's a drop off from New Orleans and then the Haney fight. It's a big drop off, because it's just like, okay, you over the UK. What are we doing? You're already looking drained in there. Catterall's doing what he's doing. I mean, I'm hoping optimistic. That both these guys like, you know what? I'm gonna let Catterall's like, okay, look, they say I can't let my hands go. I'm gonna let my hands go. And Prograis actually fights competently and is not struggling.
With that struggle ass shadow boxing he was doing, I have no hope, no faith.
Because it seemed like he was on his tippy toes, his chin was up, like that shit didn't look right.
He looked frail, he usually looks big for the weight or decent, but he don't look he look healthy, you know what I'm saying? It's not even fight week.
This motherfucker needs to just go into MMA. Go wrestle some motherfuckers.
Yeah, because once you mention that, how do you make after the fight with Haney say I want to fight MMA like that? God damn, like you really
well, after all them wrestling them alligators, like, you know what? Let me try wrestling motherfuckers from the MMA. Like,
how about you wrestle out the clinch and work some hooks, nigga? Like, bro, because I just seem like he's drained or he can't outdo any output. Like the Haney performance was like the last straw. Like he was uncompetitive as fuck.
And even the lines like on FanDuel are kind of representing that, because straight up money line, Prograis is a plus 340 underdog, which is crazy. Like, and Catterall is minus 460. Method of victory: Catterall points decision minus 170. Catterall KO plus 380. Draw 1800. Prograis points of decision plus 900. You might want to put some money on that one. That could actually be something, And then
Which one?
Prograis decision is plus 900. That's a possible.
Prograis winning a decision, nigga? Are you fucking crazy?
Nigga, he won a decision against Zaria in fucking.
But this is in the UK, right?
But this is like in the UK. Zaria's trash, and he looked trash against
the B side. UK is the B side. Come on now, you.
Look, if this nigga was competitive with Haney, I could understand. But you talking about this nigga was 12 zip that did.
Yeah, but Catterall is not 12. Is not a 12 zip type of fighter. Catterall struggles too.
He does, but it's more of his temperament and how he just. If you look, this is the thing with Catterall. Look, if you're easy to hit, Catterall's gonna hit you. But for some reason, he's not going to press the issue unless you're getting physically hurt.
Because his second gear is trash.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's one of those situations where Catterall either going to win a decision and just coast and just piece up Prograis, or he might knock out Prograis, but only if he hurts him. Mm-hmm. And it's like he hurts him so much where he can't even coast because the nigga's gonna just get knocked out.
He's not even gonna try.
Yeah. That's only two outcomes I see. Like,
and then a Prograis KO is plus 650.
He don't punch enough for that.
That's not happening. That's a waste of money.
Yeah, I would say, like, honestly, I would stay away from this fight.
I've always been a fan of Prograis. I like how he's complaining about the Haney and getting dog walked by Haney. You're in mid-30s. I get it, but it's like
this fight might be worse than Shishkin's skull.
This could be a very aesthetically non-pleasing fight. Pause. This might be a fight.
And we didn't talk. I don't know if you mentioned that. That was a shit fight. Worst fight of the fucking weekend.
Yeah, I heard that fight was trash. Everybody was shitting on it on Twitter.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, for Prograis and Catterall, like. Does anyone have Prograis winning this fight? Like, and what's
Nope. He's not winning.
So, Albie, what about you? So, what you thinking? Were you thinking Catterall decision?
Yeah, them chances are slim, and Slim left town because I hate because I feel like if I say Catterall by decision, this be the rare time where he steps on the gas and gets a KO. If I say Catterall by KO. He's gonna take his foot off the gas and say, let me smell the roses during the fight and go to his decision. Because he's that fucked up. So I'm gonna just say Catterall fucking wins. Because he'll do something opposite of what I'm saying.
Nigga, how does he win, nigga? Fuck that.
By pissing me off, that's how he fucking wins. by taking somebody's hard-earned money from a fucking parlay, that's how he wins. Not getting the KO like he fucking should, or not going the distance like he fucking wants to. Always something, but honestly, no jokes aside, Catterall should win by 7th round, anywhere between the 5th and 7th round. I'll say 7th round KO.
That's a pretty bold prediction right there.
Yeah. It's possible, but this motherfucker.
Right. Ron, what about you?
I'm going Prograis split.
Prograis split decision. Okay. It's very specific. Wow. King P, what about you?
Catterall in a horrible decision. Like 116, 112. Horrible on the eyes.
I feel like you'll get like a weird score too. So throw in a 118 or 114.
King P, you see a split? You see a split?
No.
Niggas don't believe in Prograis at all. That shit's crazy.
Nope.
Nah, I believe in the artwork.
Well, he ain't give us shit to believe in.
That's facts.
Yeah, he has it.
Pilot, what about you?
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. I'm gonna say Regis Prograis gonna win by KO in the 10th round.
Let's
You
go,
would be
Pilot.
you would be the
go,
motherfucker
Pilot.
that says that. You would be the motherfucker that says
It's
that.
more hope.
High ass motherfucker.
Catterall, I do feel
Oh,
something.
I just want to be different, actually.
But I got a feeling.
Yeah, hey, add that to the parlay. That shit is plus 10
I might throw
grand,
some tweets
nigga.
on it. I'm gonna throw some on it.
I mean, y'all niggas teamed up on the damn Taylor
Hey,
Tszyu
but,
fight.
you know, time out real quick. Death, taxes, British chin. It's something that happens. You know, I'm just saying.
And somebody should have found that motherfucker way before. Like, shit. How come this motherfucker couldn't find Haney's chin for 12 rounds?
Facts. And I got Prograis by Catterall by decision. There you go.
I was about to say we all on the same page, nigga.
Yeah, I'd have been like, yo, what the fuck? Like did me and KP wake up on the wrong podcast? Like, like what is this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping because it is a significant 145. Catterall, like, if Catterall wants to be a star 140, he's gonna have to. He'll have to decisively beat Prograis. If Prograis wants to get back what he's lost with the Haney fight, he has to stop Catterall. Not just decision.
Yeah, he needs a good performance. Like Prograis is due for like a good performance for like the last 3 years.
Yeah, it's been a while for him. It's been a long while.
Honestly,
I think remember Marv Nation when he knocked out Zepeda, but even that part he was kind of struggling a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's the last really good performance I can remember from him.
Damn, that seemed like that was like forever ago.
Like at least 3, yeah. Because remember the Marv Nation when he got it was him versus Zepeda. It was kind of competitive. Then the ice.
Nigga, was the pandemic still going?
That was like right after. That was like that was not too long after. I feel like
That shit, cause damn, when y'all see the Zafira fight or whatever?
It was
what year was that?
I think it was
Zepeda. I'm talking about Jose Zepeda.
I know, but I'm saying that shit sounds so long ago. Like I'm thinking that was in the pandemic.
I think that's around this. Was it Jordan Buffon? Was it around the same time as Jordan Buffon?
No, that was no. It was a main event. It was his own main event because Marv Nation won.
I think it was around that same time frame. Is what I'm saying. My fault. I think it was around the same time frame.
All right, let me take a quick look.
It was definitely because he had this Zorilla performance that he looked trash in, and obviously somehow Haney looked like a fucking had his best performance ever on Prograis. Like that was.
You do that when somebody's not really doing anything.
That's Haney's best win. I mean, the way he should have got him out of there, yeah. But that was still a dominant performance from Haney. That did not.
It was.
Yeah. It was at the end of 2022 that Prograis and Jose Zepeda fought.
Damn, so that was literally 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It
was good. Wow. Shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it seems like it's so far ago, but it was only a couple of years ago.
Because some felt he lost to Zorilla. It was that was a bad fight. That was a really terrible fight.
Oh yeah, you don't have to tell us that. Like I said, me and P were there.
Oh, yeah, we were there.
Yeah, we were there watching that shit. And that's
what y'all niggas eat.
And that was already after we watched a horrible co-main live. It was just like, yeah.
Damn, I felt like that was ring gang punishment. Like we sent y'all niggas down there to just be like, yeah, watch this bullshit and report back. Like,
yeah, like I said, the food and the liquor and then the club where the music was on point. That made up for that shit fight.
Niggas like when the Gators in the system, ain't no telling. Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm crossing fingers. Hopefully that maybe they'll give us a 140 fade or fight of the year candidate. Their minds are screwed on right.
I don't have no hope. Like these niggas, it's like you put two disappointing niggas in the same ring. And it's like you just hope for the best. Like this might end up being like a Quillin Angulo fight or some shit.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, this fight in Puello Sandra, I felt like 154 took over all the 140 juice. Pause. I'm just saying, like it felt like 150. Because 140 used to get was stacked. I felt like last year.
Yeah, because 140 because the thing is 154 actually has exciting upsets. 140 has mid upsets. That's the difference. when you get a new sheriff in town at 154, they usually take that motherfucker. They usually kick down the door. When they come and get there, they shotgun the door off the hinges. They do that shit. 140 niggas kind of just creep in, lift up the window a little bit, slide in. It ain't as dramatic and exciting.
It's a deep division, so there's a lot of names too. So it's like you can kind of fade in, and you can kind of fade in the back a little bit.
Yeah, because compare like the Pitbull, Venice and Rayo fight was like the best like entertaining wise fight. Like if you look at style clash and just the fight itself, like what else was hitting like that? Everything else been either ugly or some KO or some shit. Oh, I'll give you Matias Paro too. That's another one. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a hard fight. That was a hard.
But those were the only ones where it's like, okay, somebody took it clean and a good, clean, hard fight type shit. Everything else, like next.
Yeah. Well, at least it's in the afternoon, so at least I think that's like the only one. So we boxing this week, so I mean, if it's in the afternoon, at least once it's done, you got some shit you can go do afterwards.
Yeah, damn. This fight for the afternoon.
What time? Hold up. What time in the afternoon?
Oh, it's probably the usual like 4:30.
I mean, that usual UK time. So my time like 1:30, 2 o'clock, probably 4 or 5 y'all time, probably. The usual.
Because yeah, I mean, listen, I'm prioritizing the World Series over this fucking Fragaccioni fight. So,
who your World Series pick, King P? You got Dodgers, nigga.
What you think? What you think?
I don't know, nigga. I'm asking. I don't follow baseball, so I don't know the teams like that.
You're asking a Yankee fan who's gonna win the World Series that the Yankees are playing in.
Oh, the Yankees made it?
Yes.
Oh, nigga.
So is there a game Saturday? Is there a game Friday and Saturday? I thought it started Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday and Saturday. For game 1 is Friday, game 2 is Saturday.
You got series tickets?
Hell no, them shits is going for like the cheapest ticket is fucking $1,000.
Yeah. Game 1 shit, game 2 shit. That's crazy.
It's inconsistent niggas on my damn parlay. I can't believe they made it to the World Series.
Yeah, niggas is trash. Who they playing? They playing Ohtani?
No, Ohtani's not pitching. Ohtani is hitting, but yeah, I wish he was pitching. We smoke Ohtani.
I got Mookie and them boys over y'all niggas.
Fuck the Mook. Fuck Mookie.
Chris Brand with his "Let's Go Dodgers." Oh man. But yeah, I mean, just to wrap up that card with Prograis, I just wish again, it's one of the ones where they could at least built more of a card around it. But matchroom matchmaking, it's like, yeah, it's a lot of domestic talent on that card. I mean, the only notable thing is Campbell Hatton trying to avenge his loss. And that's just, other than that.
Oh, yeah, Campbell, I ain't been keeping up. He actually lost now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
It was about time, too.
I know, all the wars.
I mean, it made up for the other fucking 3 fights where he looked like fucking shit where you could have given him an L.
Exactly.
It was like the Nico Ali shit. It was like, he's finally going to get that L.
Yeah, it took him. It took him a while, but yeah, he's rematching.
No, it was worse for me. It was like it was worse for fucking Campbell. Like I've always found Campbell worse to watch than Nico. Way worse.
Yeah. Campbell had.
I could see that. They both struggle as hell to me, but it just felt like Hatton was more on the level of his opponents, where it's like Nico be like, God damn, bro. Like you look more talented, but you're still struggling in these guys.
Like I would watch Campbell fight and feel like there's no reason why he should be put on TV. He should be on the fucking the Dark Syndicate.
I saw where the referee scored the fight and robbed the Spanish journeyman for a Campbell Hatton. One of those shits where the judge is the only vote, so he picks the winner.
Yeah, I remember that fight. Yeah.
It's a freaking robbery, dog. God damn.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, but yeah. Other than that, like, yeah, it's just your typical Eddie UK card. It's nothing really outstanding on there like that. So, yeah, watch as you may. Though some people will just probably turn it for Prograis-Catterall and just keep it moving.
Yeah, pretty much. If that, because I
Mhm.
mean, it's not really like one of those fights that we just gotta see. It's semi.
Yeah, it's just your regular, it's a 140 fight, and like I said, it pretty much determines what these niggas are gonna do at 140. If it's gonna be
Can we please fucking skip to November where we got better fights in November, please? But whatever.
Yeah.
And of course, there was the whole thing with Catterall. I think Prograis was like, "Oh, Catterall got injured because he needed more time to lose weight and shit like that." So there's that excuse that's already built in.
Oh wow, sound like both these fucks need to be at 147. Like, what is it with 140 where motherfuckers just like, I gotta be here?
Yeah, funny things too is like 140 at one time could have been 154 light, but now 140 just is struggling to get. I don't know what it's doing, but it's struggling to meet that standard.
Because the wrong people getting the wins.
And there's a reason for that, because 140 started becoming too businessy, and business decisions had to be made.
Right.
It got too political, and it's like, yo,
yeah, it's ruining what was shaping up to be a quality division.
Yeah,
154 is, niggas just fighting.
140 fighters started to become they turned into Hulk Hogan. We want to make this fight, we want to make you fight this person. That don't work for me, brother.
Yeah, because you got too many niggas at 140 taking fights that we ain't care about. Like, and then Tszyu in litigation, and it's like, that's one name that's out. Haney in litigation, right? That's 3 names that's not gonna fight. So it's like, damn, like, what y'all niggas doing? Where the fuck is Angry Fist at?
Recovering from his loss, which pisses me off.
He's supposed to be coming back soon, though. He's supposed to be coming back soon. That's what they're saying. And Antonio Russell was mentioned that on the Tszyu card, the pre-prelims.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's like 140 is a mess. 140 needs to get his shit together. It's like it's not. It's like it's too many. It has potential to be great, but now it's just like
the Haney Garcia shit. The fuckery fucked shit up. It felt like it was getting it was good. Then that just seemed to fuck it up.
I can't blame that for the only thing that fucked shit up, but it also gave it a lot of tension. There's a good and a bad. But then Angry Fist losing, that kind of fucked it up even worse.
But Tszyu losing the Pero.
That fucked it up some more. Tszyu going life and death with fucking Claggett.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this 140 just didn't want to get right. Like, it's like paying for your kid for tutoring, and you make sure he got all the damn good programs to learn and shit, but the nigga just don't want to study. Like, like you got flashcards, everything. The little motherfucker don't want to study, but you getting everything right for him. Like, you set up everything. You got a desk, you got a room.
Look, studying don't make you learn, nigga. Everybody's different.
Oh, motherfucker better learn if I'm paying for a tutor, goddammit. Fuck that. He gonna learn how to duck a left hook.
What if the tutor's 22 and don't know what they talking about?
He might get his ass whooped too. God damn, bro. What is this, pilot hour, nigga? Like, all these damn devil's advocate questions.
No, I'm done. I'm good, man. I'm done.
Niggas like, but what if the tutor you hired for math is really better at English? Like, I was like, I ain't trying to, like, it gets to a point where you're not trying to hear certain excuses, man. Like that's all I'm saying. Like, that's why I know I couldn't have no kids, because my whole thing would be like, God damn, why I gotta fight you now?
God damn.
Like, nigga, nah, like, why? Like, why?
Oh man, though. But yeah, no, other than that, I don't think it's too much you can really say about Prograis and Catterall, other than you just hope that it actually turns out good. Just to be, just so you don't think a Saturday afternoon was wasted.
Oh, it'll be wasted somehow, bro. Shit, fucking. And honestly, like this fight could just be all over the place. Even though I said it's most likely to be a decision or a knockout from one guy, like these guys are so unpredictable. You might get a draw. You might get a no. I don't know. You just get some crazy shit. It might be a headbutt. Like, I just stay away from this fight.
Yeah. Well, betting wise, yeah, I'm not putting nothing on this fight.
Yeah, I'm disgusted by these niggas. What's the next big fight or meaningful fight we have before we wrap this up?
Let's see. What's the next one in order? Might as well bring up Dan Raphael's fight schedule that we get in the emails. Let's see.
I mean, I know the Boots fight. The Boots fight is what the 9th?
The 9th, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Katsesa Foster, I know are that's you're going to that, right? That's the 2nd, November 2nd.
I'm waiting for the approval. Usually, I think it usually sends it early, but I guess this week is not the day. I'm just waiting for it. But yeah, I think that's like the next big one. And that was the whole.
That ain't no big fucking fight. That's it. Keep going, bro.
Nigga, you have a whole definition of big fights. Like, I mean, the big fight will probably be.
When is Keyshawn versus Lemons?
That's not
Lemons. Yeah, okay, that's a good fucking.
That's November. That's a stacked card, somewhat stacked, but November 8th, I think. So the beginning of next November, basically.
Okay, yeah.
That's
the next one I'm talking about.
What about we got the Jake Paul fight, Mike Tyson?
Oh Lord.
Nigga, that's a big fight too, nigga.
It is.
Yeah, come on. Jake Paul been pulling numbers, nigga.
Now I remember. That's the 8th. Keyshawn and Lemos is the 8th because I know the next day is Boots. They're fighting on a Friday. Boots is fighting on a Saturday.
Yeah, Boots is fighting on a Saturday, but yeah, it's got Keyshawn, Troy Isley, Abdullah Mason. It's the black A-side prospect card. You know what I'm saying? They got Kelvin David. They got both Keyshawn's brothers on there. You know what I'm saying? Abdullah, Troy Isley. Because it was supposed to be Norman Jr., but he got an injury now. You know what I'm saying? It's like now he fucked it all up with the Boots fight.
We've talked enough about that guy. So let him sit on the shelf.
Yeah, sit his ass on the shelf.
Heal his little injury and then come back and fight for 50,000 again.
We talk about 160, but 147
in a high school auditorium.
147 in that best shape either, but at least there's some names at least, I guess. Still fucked up.
Could have fought Boots. Could have fought Boots for $1 million, but
1.7 million.
Now he'll now his next fight will be for $50K in an ECW bingo hall. What a turnaround.
We just gotta be patient because it's gonna heat up, nigga. Because we got the Tank fight, then the Fury fight, and then you got the Jake Paul fight.
I'm not looking for no damn Tank fight. You kidding me?
Like all these fights are like okay, like
you got the Barrios fight, Barboza fight, Zepeda. It's some fights coming up. In the next 2 months, we got a bunch of stacked cards. It seems like.
Well, the Golden Boy quadruple header I'm looking forward to.
Golden Boy the Golden Boy card. I'm looking forward to that. Hitchens, Paro, and Davis, Lemos. Those are like maybe the 3 biggest cards or fights I'm looking forward to. Like everything else is like whatever.
You said Hitchens, Paro, right?
Yeah. Because we making money that fight. Because Paro like it just beating up all these niggas, dog. Like
I mean the odds are even right now.
That's why I'm like I'm waiting because I'm waiting to see. Yeah, because
as of right now, those odds are even for either fighter.
Yeah,
minus 110 either fighter, either way.
Hey, look, if Pyro was American, somebody would have been the favorite already.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing it on some like Richardson is the damn, he's American, he's done undefeated, he's a talented guy.
And it's
yada yada yada, A side.
Yeah, call me crazy. I think Hitch is gonna win that fight. They're gonna give him that fight.
Wow.
Yes, they're gonna give him that fight on the cards. Watch.
Whew, man, I can see that, but Paro be letting them hands go. I don't know. He going to earn that motherfucker. There might end up being a draw so they can run it back. Because hitchers get hit too fucking much, and all he got is a fucking jab.
He's like a fake slick. He's fake slick. You know what I'm saying? Like he fits the bill of a slick, but you don't fight that slick. But it is in Puerto Rico, so you know it might get fair scoring. You know what I'm saying?
Who the fuck is Puerto Rican?
Nobody, but they must have left because they must have left them where they from Matias, because Matias ain't they might have cut Matias now, so they got to use up the.
Oh wow!
They got to use up the Puerto Rican dates or some shit.
That's interesting.
They probably got some kind of deal. They probably got some kind of deal, right? With Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying? Can
we get some Puerto Rican prospects on the card or something? Like
the Jake Paul's doing the Puerto Rican thing, and Jake Paul's kind of with whoever with the zone or sometimes some shit, so like Matchroom and all that.
Oh, this is just a random select mode Street Fighter like World Series type shit, like.
Because Perro did beat because Perro beat Matias in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? On the cards, so.
Yeah, that Puerto Rican card is actually pretty good too with the Puerto Rican prospect. It was actually not that bad. Yeah. But boxing. Yeah, boxing the next couple months is going to be interesting.
It's going to be on fire again.
Yeah.
We got Tank in December in that card. I know Jamal's going to be back on that card. So
we keep mentioning that stupid card as a positive. That's
Figgy Foe Coleman for a title.
It's an attraction. It's an attraction.
I know. It's something to watch. It's something to do. It's something to do.
It's a must watch.
It's better than damn Prograis-Catterall. And remember, Lomachenko didn't want to fight.
Tank is as important in his career. Where you got to see whoever he fights. It doesn't matter.
Come on. I'm excited for Figgy Fulton, right? Figgy Fulton 2's come on.
Yeah, Figgy Fulton 2 that's another good fight. Fuck that.
That's going to be the co-main probably on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we got to chill off that Tank fight if that's the co-main.
At least Tank, most likely going with a KO.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Figgy and Fulton run it back.
Yeah, so we could get a real Figgy win. And not this moonwalk decision that he lost.
I think he might stop Scooter for sure. Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Hey, what up,
I don't know about that.
You think Fulton can outbox him again?
We're not gonna act like fucking like Figueroa didn't fucking struggle with fucking Magdaleno. Like,
he did stop him, no, he did stop him. But yeah, I know what you mean. He didn't look good. He didn't look good until he.
No, neither of them look like.
Who struggled more in their last fight?
They both struggled, but yes,
Fulton got dropped twice. And shit.
Yeah,
one person struggled and got a KO win. The other nigga struggled and some niggas thought he lost.
No, nigga, Fulton got dropped twice, so it's kind of like, yeah, I know Figgy did look bad, but then again, stylistically, it was a great fight.
I like Figgy looks kind of like, honestly, Figgy looks kind of drained. Like he don't got that much longer to be at 126. He gonna have to move up soon.
He is a big dude. He's pretty big for weight.
Yeah. Because his performances be flat sometimes.
We'll see. Hopefully they make that shit official soon. It's supposed to be official, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see how that card is. Yeah, but the Tank fight itself, I'm just like, I'm nah.
Yeah, we know you don't like Tank, bro.
We're all gonna watch the Tank fight, because Tank got skills and he might get a KO. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but
he'll definitely get the KO against Roach.
Complain about his opponent, I get it, but it's like it's what it is.
I mean, but if Roach wins, it's bad matchmaking.
What if Roach wins? Yeah, I mean, I know people say, no way Roach wins. Most likely not.
No way Roach wins.
Yeah, if Roach wins, Tank's gonna get ripped apart on.
So he won't give Roach props. It'll be Tank's.
The only way Roach will win is if fucking Tank's arm falls off mid-fight. So he can still beat him with one arm.
What kind of ghoul ass?
But no, if Tank does lose, you can't say he's a fraud because look at all the niggas he beat and how he beat.
Yeah, I think if Tank were to lose, it'd probably by decision. You have to give Lamont props for boxing well.
Yeah, no, that's not what's going to happen with me. Like Tank, he's
hater.
Yeah, no, this would be like the boxing gods, late judgment. That's basically what it's going to be if Roach beats Tank. He shouldn't. He should absolutely not do that. Like, this is a guy, he got outboxed by Jamel Herring. He should absolutely not, that should not happen. So, no. So, no, take it. Take this one. Like, well, you should have fought Shakur when you should have fought Haney when you should have. You should have fought Zepeda when you should have actually put effort in making some actual fights instead of.
And he did, and Lomachenko fucking quit.
Hold on. This motherfucker Shakur was about to fight Cordina. Like, we not gonna do that.
Yeah,
and I
should have thing. Like, be honest, bro. Like, all this
I shit on that too. I said I didn't want to see that fight, and I'm glad it didn't happen to see that fight. But like, it doesn't matter. Like, take 1-2 wrongs don't make a fucking right. Yeah, you guys shit on where you guys shit on.
No, but Pat is like, you're the most.
I get it. You guys like Tank, but you hated.
You hated the Hector Luis Garcia. Pat was really a negative.
I like Tank. I like Shakur too, but there's no reason why fucking that fight should have been made. No reason.
Yeah. And the thing, at least with Tank, he's trying to get us a dope co-main. Like, what the fuck is Shakur Stevenson gonna bring us besides more running? Like, he gonna have a co-main track event, nigga? Like,
the first thing,
nobody want that.
Basically, there's a reason why I don't praise Tank, and everyone knows why. Because you don't fight the right fights. And
you hate short, light skinned niggas.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm not amused by his matchmaking. So it's like I pointed out if I say, oh, this is a dope fight, and you fighting LaRoche, like, nah, bro.
A Crawford fan is not amused by Tank's damn resume. Wow.
Yeah, because it's weak.
I know that's it. Both them niggas shit is weak. Just Crawford literally just fought his best opponent like earlier this year.
Except one is a 4-division champion, 2 undisputed, and the other one
undisputed.
Has 4 division and just got like 4 names.
And
one each name in each division.
Most of niggas only got 4 names. I'm not gonna get up the Buds, man. Most of them got 4 names. Come on now.
Bud just got 4 names out of 4 divisions, and you only got 4 decent names.
What do you mean 4 names? What do you mean?
Madrimov, Spence, fucking Ricky Burns, Beltran, like Gargano.
Keep in mind, Pedraza is still one of Tank's best wins. It might even still be his best
Postal, Sean Porter.
Yeah, so like we're not
like them niggas been beaten before. Get the fuck out of here. Like, Postal's cool.
Like I said, Pedraza is Tank's best win, and that's how many years ago? It is also probably his best title win, which is even more pathetic. So it's like, nah, we're not like, no, Tank underachieves. That's why he gets put under pressure a lot by everyone.
You don't fight like an underachiever. That nigga fighting like a nigga who he's overachieving in the bread. Like, he'll face a boxing with one of the highest gates in his fights. Like, nah, that ain't over.
He's a face for mouth breathers, not like niggas who think, bro. Like, nah. It's like when niggas open their mouth.
Better career than Anthony Joshua, who can't stand up, right?
No, not even that. Not even that. Like, Anthony Joshua has a better career than Tank. Let's not even play that game. He's made.
Who's gonna be remembered better? Who's gonna be remembered for standing on their feet though?
Anthony Joshua has made more money than never mind the titles and the accomplishments. Like. I mean, I get it. You guys love the light skin thing, but nah, Tank doesn't. Nah, it ain't it. Like, bro never hit top 5.
I mean, I like the dark skin equivalent of Tank. I mean, whoever he is, like, I like boxing. Nigga, fuck out of here.
Nah, you like Tank, bro, because you're making excuses for Tank's shortcomings.
I call it all that. Look, Tank could easily fight better fights. Like, I've been said that, but
no, I said that. You reasoned it. I say it.
No, because honestly, I think some of his fights aren't as bad. Like Mario Barrios, it wasn't a bad fight,
and I think they're appalling.
Hector Garcia wasn't a bad fight.
I mean, we don't like Mario Barrios, but that wasn't a bad fight.
I'm saying,
thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Barrios fight, I shit out all day, every day. Like, no one's.
No, I agree. I mean, I'm a Tank fan. Tank should have a little stronger resume for sure, but it's not as bad as people say it is.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
As good as anyone thinks it is.
Just like the Crawford,
it's an A+ resume.
I like how Crawford boxes. His resume is as good as people say it is. Just like on Tank's resume ain't as bad as people say it is. The both be better, yes.
The only person that has Crawford's current resume right now is Monster, pretty much in terms of what he's accomplished.
Get the fuck out of here.
Or Usyk. You can say Usyk. Usyk. You can say
Crawford
No,
resume is like
I'm talking about 4 divisions, 2 undisputed.
oh, so now look, I'm talking about opponents. I'm not with all these accolades. It's about who you fought, nigga.
What think I'm gonna judge him on? They're gates.
Opponents, motherfucker. Who cares about what division you fought? The best name is fucking Postal.
How many fucking lightweights have been 154 champions? It's been 6.
Wait, hold on, time out. Donaire is one of NOA's best wins, and Donaire got killed by.
Who the fuck Crawford beat better than goddamn Donaire?
I mean, Spence is a good win.
Spence ain't even going to the Hall of Fame, nigga.
To a Donaire who got stopped 10 years ago before he fought
out of him.
I'm talking about
but all I know is if you had to choose between who's going in the Hall of Fame, Donaire or Earl Spence, niggas is picking Donaire.
But
exactly.
You're saying
that better opponent. It don't matter what weight he fought him at.
But Donaire wasn't in his prime.
Like, of course, everyone's gonna pick that. It's just gonna be.
I'm making my point that Inoue got better names. In the same amount in the divisions. Crawford in all these divisions and he still fought niggas who just mid or whatever.
I love Monster. Monster's names are overseeding Bud's names that much. Come on now.
Who the George Mike that's better than Donaire?
TJ, come on.
No, who the fuck? Dude, TJ Dehaney is like literally like
come on,
like a regular fight, nigga.
Doheny, nigga. Come on, Doheny.
Dehaney a former world champion. Who the fuck is Hank Lundy, nigga? Who the fuck is Delorme, nigga?
Some fighters from 10 years ago.
No, who the fuck are these niggas?
10 years ago.
Who the fuck are these niggas? Who are these niggas? Come on, 10 years ago. Who are these niggas? This nigga fighting Amir Khan when Amir Khan is like damn near 1 foot in retirement. Hey, what up, Rob? Salute. But yeah, let's LA Dodgers. Damn. Niggas is like, fuck the Yankees. Inconsistent ass. Parlay killing ass nigga. That whole goddamn the state of New York just killed parlays. Like inconsistent motherfuckers.
But yeah, before we get up out of there, we got 3 movies.
Yeah, we gotta run through them shits. Yeah, you're right. Not enough boxing talk. Sorry if y'all showed up late for the boxing talk.
You know, so obviously, like this month though has been kind of crazy for movies, especially horror movies too. There's been a lot of them, and some of them have been so dark and violent. I'm like, God damn, I need to go watch something a little bit light, especially these 3 fucking movies. Well, the first one we'll do is Mr. Crockett. It's currently if you have Hulu, it's on there. So basically, Mr. Crockett is a kids host who basically gets killed, and you know he gets resurrected, and he does.
He sells his soul and get resurrected. Like
well, that's what I said. Yeah, he sold his soul. I didn't want to go into that much detail, but yes, he sold his soul, and he basically punishes. He basically finds the kids that kind of get abused in some sort of fashion by their parents, and he inflicts revenge on the parents, and he kind of kidnaps the kids to his deranged TV set. You know,
which is like an alternate demonic dimension that he's in.
Yeah. And that movie though, it's creepy as fuck though. So in terms of following our usual review format, LB, I'll ask you, what was the best thing about that movie?
The whole creativity behind it, just the story really was the best thing about it. Like they really fleshed out a good franchise type of story horror villain. Like I could see this having maybe 2-3 more sequels.
Yeah, same here. It definitely, the ending definitely let us know that shit ain't over. That's for damn sure.
So what stands out to me the most is the story, and I like how the deaths were creative, and just the whole It was filmed good, all of that shit. But that's the overall story stood out the most to me. Like they nailed that perfectly with the whole lore and background of the character and just the way it's filmed. Like I noticed whenever you put a black horror movie and you put the setting in the 90s, them niggas gonna eat.
Yeah. That's
every
fact.
time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what stood out for me because the story. I mean, there's other elements of the filmmaking process on a movie that made the story shine, but it's the story.
Yeah, the central story, and then there are parts that keep the story kind of, fed, and you just keep it in line so it doesn't go off the rails and stuff like that. It sticks to, there's some side storylines in there, but it still sticks to the main storyline, which is the Mr. Crockett storyline. And
a friend like me is a friend.
That shit was so. The dude was mad demonic singing that shit, and I like to me the cat that played Mr. Crockett though killed that shit. That motherfucker. Yeah, like that dude was legitimately creepy as fuck. Always
popping out the TV trying to kill people.
Yeah. The fatalities. I do think I wish they had more fatalities in there, but the fatalities that he did do are gross. Particularly.
Yeah, like the bodies he caught. Like it. That's the one thing. That's probably the worst thing about the movie. It needed more bodies, and I needed to see more niggas get murked. Like.
Actually, that wasn't a bad thing. The worst thing about the movie to me was the fucking kid. Like he was pissing me off because I get it. He was supposed to be a sympathetic figure, but he was a shithead. It was like,
that jit, man, nigga. Yeah, I ain't gonna like that jit was hard headed as fuck. I would have probably like elbowed that jit in the forehead. Like, nah, that jit.
Yeah. He basically he was like Joffrey. He's like King Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Like he's so much of an asshole. Like you just hate him just off rip until he gets his comeuppance. Except in Mr. Crockett, he doesn't really get his comeuppance because he was the sympathetic figure because he was part of the story.
Yeah, because Mr. Crockett, like some of these kids are assholes, and Mr. Crockett just like, oh, your parents shouldn't be mean to you. Hey, fuck you, like
right?
This kid's an asshole. Like you see what he did to his room, like
right?
acting. Fuck this kid, yo. Like fuck up, Mr. Crockett. But on some shit, I kind of get because I'm like, god damn, like that parent's like abusive as fuck. Like that kid don't deserve that. Like,
right,
Mr. Crockett, where you at, nigga? Like. So I get it. Like, I think every kid needs a Mr. Crockett at one point. I mean, when your parents are wilding out too much.
Yeah, like old girl with the heroin addict like father, like that's
that nigga. Oh
that motherfucker got his got in the end.
That nigga's death was crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, like that one ain't filled. That was one of those like, damn. Mr. Crockett needed to get there sooner. Like,
yeah.
See how dirty that house looked? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's one of those, like, I think the kid would be better in hell. Like,
right. Right.
Because the life he's living there.
Yeah, and I definitely like the progression, how like basically towards the end, like how really truly demonic he got. Like his nature really. Like for like a minute or two, like you could tell that dude had a lot of power, but of course, the ending was kind of abrupt with how they kind of ended it, and that was kind of a minor thing too, because he was about to show how truly demonic he was going to be, and then they kind of cut that off at the legs a little bit, but then they kept it up as an open ending. Obviously, it's like okay, it's not it, but yeah, we're gonna stop it right there. Because it's like they didn't want to reveal too much, like how how truly evil he actually is.
I mean, with that marker he had, I want that marker. Like that shit was fire. Nigga, I be opening up doors everywhere. I'm like, nigga, go to Walmart. I'm like, the gym. I'm like, all right, hold on. Like, corner store closed. Fuck it.
But I really wanted to review this movie too because. To me, it was getting. I was seeing the type of hate that let's just say Emancipation was getting. Like people were kind of hating it for the wrong reasons, and I was like, because it's like, they're like, it was like, oh, this is weak. Oh, this is like a whole weak ass Freddy Krueger movie and shit like that. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, niggas just be fucking hating. Like these niggas be like broads, yo. They some bitches. Like niggas always running their mouth hating on something. Like the movie had like a real dope original concept. Like, yeah, you niggas be like, man, how come black people don't have super villains and heroes and different stories and then they do it. The first thing y'all do is compare it to some cracker shit you seen 30 years ago.
Right.
God damn, like. Nigga maybe Mr. Crockett needed to save your fucking family.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's definitely a place for Mr. Crockett. Like this was perfectly acceptable. Like as a horror film, this absolutely positively worked. Like it's like
like with the story. Like come on, like everything doesn't have to be fucking terrifying. Shit.
Yeah, I'm saying. So I mean,
there's other types of horror that doesn't involve. Like splitting somebody's guts open and kicking them off a cliff. Like what's that shit we seen this year? We reviewed A Time of Violence or the one with the nigga who's just walking slow through the forest killing people.
Oh shit, I forgot the name of that shit.
But yeah, like everything ain't gotta be on no bullshit like that where it's like fuck a story. We just go have just show a nigga just kill people.
Yeah, like sometimes it just be straight to the point, So I mean, obviously, what do you give it as a score between 1 through 10?
1 through 10 is close. Like I feel like with all the elements, it really could be a 9, but I feel like that would be a little too high for a movie that needed a little more depth. DEATH.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strong 8 to me because, like I said,
that's what I was gonna like. It's a strong 8. Like it just missed a few things that could have kept it to that next level, but it came out the gate swinging. It's a great job for like this whole new like whoever filmed it and all that shit. Like, damn good job.
Yeah, like I know, and like I said, they definitely left open for a sequel. And Hulu, I know Hulu's been on their grind making these original movies and shit like that. So yeah, I look forward to Mr. Crockett too, and hopefully, they don't give him like a minute to show how truly demonic he is. Like they really let him let loose on that before they kind of cut them off.
This might be like a Blood and Honey Part 2 type of thing, like where. They give you a taste with part 1, and you're like, okay, all right, these niggas cooking. I fuck with it. But then part 2, they like, all right, okay, hold on. Like, if you like the wings, nigga, you gonna really fuck with these wings. And we got ribs too, and we got all this shit, nigga. And you're like, all right,
facts. But yeah, no, 8 out of 10. Like it's a solid 8 out of 10, and like we fully recommend it. Like I said,
highly recommended.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a good. Obviously, we're in the month of Halloween, so like I said, if a black man with a mustache and a bow tie doing the same demonic shit creeps you out, this is the right motherfucking movie for you.
Dude, because that world he was living in, that little demonic dimension he was in, like. Yeah, I ain't gonna like that's the stuff of nightmares. Like the moon is pissed off, like.
Yeah,
like everybody's eyes look like some TV set on the fritz, like nigga, like
and the sets be trying to eat people's legs and shit, like
like nigga, like why would you want to even be there? Like, you know how bad your childhood gotta be if you want to be there. And that one bit, like, I gotta follow you, like that you was the only adult that respected me and cared about me. Like, nigga, you a grown ass motherfucking man. But the movie has its funny moments and shit too. Like y'all gotta see it. It's good, yo.
Fully recommended. Second movie is Azrael. Now this one, the trailer was dope. I think LB was the one because I knew about it and I downloaded it. I hadn't had time to watch it, but LB did, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta watch this shit. Yo, this shit is dark as fuck and demonic." Like usually when this motherfucker says demonic, then because he does, it's something he rarely says off rip about a movie. So it's just like that movie is straight up like, the best thing about the movie is like it's violent as fuck. It's dark and it's violent as motherfuck. Like it's unflinchingly violent. So it's like, and it's
It's
just
like niggas in the woods level of violence. Like just like don't care. Like
I was like Jesus. Like like there's no type of wins in this movie. Like this shit is like it's just bad. It's just violence upon violence, bloody, gory, violent movie.
but I like how it had like a little biblical theme too.
Yeah.
So it made it work. Like, and it's a movie with not a lot of words.
Yeah, and truthfully, that was probably one of the few things that annoyed me. I mean, I have to say as a negative because I mean, when some of the few words in there is like a nigga singing in a fucking truck before he gets like an arrow or a bullet in his brain. So some shit like that though. But
yeah, that movie had like maybe it was. You know what? Another thing, like Mr. Crockett ran through smooth. It was like 90 minutes. This is another horror movie, 90 minutes.
Yeah, this way, they didn't fuck around. Like this
pacing was wonderful. Like it just didn't fuck around. If you need words and all that shit, you might not,
Yeah,
but if you like to see, see shit happen, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and watching it, you'll be able to piece out the story and everything like that. That is one thing. Even with the lack of dialogue, you'll be able to piece out what things are and what is what. Although it was a trip though. Motherfuckers is getting their fucking knees shot up, and the motherfuckers is just opening their mouth saying that they're screaming, but that shit used to fucking kill me. But in this, there's a reason why, of course, I mean, they explain why they kind of are like that. It's and it makes sense. It's actually pretty fucking creative. But it's just a trip. The motherfuckers is getting annihilated, but motherfuckers aren't screaming. Like their mouths are open, but they're not saying it.
Because niggas be having their tongues cut out and shit. And you gotta understand, like, it's the end of days. Like the rapture pretty much just happened. And you know how they say with the biblical times, the God will flood it out.
Yeah.
But then the next judgment day is going to be fire. Well, yeah, nigga. It kind of, the movie starts off after that.
Yeah. Easily.
So you got to take it from that point of like horror. So it does a good job of world building without really giving you a world.
Yeah, exactly. And I get some people for some people that like they might not want that, but truthfully, like it worked. And shout out to Samara Weaving. Like she I mean, she's low-key been one of my favorite horror actresses ever since I watched Ready or Not. Because Ready or Not was such an underrated horror movie, and that shit was dope as fuck. But again, she's the lead heroine, I guess, in there. And she's I mean, for someone who she didn't speak not one fucking word, but I felt everything that she fucking did, all that shit that she got put through, from the creatures to the Antichrist, all that shit. Like she really,
all the way to the end.
Yeah.
The Antichrist part was like crazy though. Like
because other people said to me, he's like, yo, he warned me, like, yo, the ending is gonna be. He said the ending is incredibly demonic. He wasn't fucking lying. I was just like, man.
See, that's the type of ending. Like back in the day, like if you was pregnant, you couldn't see no shit like that.
Hell nah.
It fucked up. Like your baby come out with two heads, nigga.
Yeah, I swear, if I watched that with my mom, my mom would be like, "Oh my god, blood of Jesus!" Like, my mom would just go crazy over that ending.
That ending was crazy.
Yeah, wild ass fucking ending, yo.
Oh man, that ending was crazy.
So, what would you give that movie as a score, LB?
That movie's a fucking 9, yo.
Yeah.
The pacing, the action. I can't remember too much of the music, but it had this whole like desolate, like helpless vibe in the movie. Like you always on the run, you always moving. And this bitch was moving in this movie. And then there's the creatures.
Yeah, no, that shit is like, even the scene where she's in the coffin and them creatures come up, from like the secret entrance or whatever, and that shit is like, oh damn, like she done.
That's crazy.
You
And the
know.
shit when she was in the tree was another one.
Hell yeah.
Like that whole movie had just some crazy, because it kind of puts you in the movie kind of makes you like, it kind of puts you in her shoes in a way, because you're like, how do I get out of this situation? What would I do if I was her? Like, if she's maneuvering, she's trying to save a person, then she can't save them, then she got to do this, do that. Good movie. Like, I really fucked with it. Like, there's a great horror movie.
Yeah, I wanted to, because I know it didn't find it didn't find a long life in the theaters, and I get why, because the dialogue, like I said, because a movie that doesn't have a lot of dialogue in it, like there's probably less than 10 spoken words in the movie.
Because you got a lot of motherfuckers, like, they got to be on their fucking phone, so they rather they want to hear the movie and still know what's going on while they're looking at their phone.
Yeah.
But this movie, you have to watch it. If you turn your head away from it, you're gonna miss something.
Hell yeah.
Niggas getting hit with arrows and guns and motherfuckers like charred up, tar looking niggas is like yapping motherfuckers in the forest.
Like, the motherfuckers look like the creatures. If you ever watched the movie The Descent, it looked exactly like the motherfuckers.
Yeah, but like burnt.
Yeah, like burnt.
If you'd have put like a Molotov cocktail in The Descent, and all the creatures come running out on fire, that's it.
Yeah.
The fuck is this? But yeah, highly recommended.
And the funny thing too is IMDb, the reviews for it, like they gave it like a 5.4. That's an average. That's like its average rating. I'm like, this is not a 5 movie. Like motherfuckers is wilding out.
There's no way I can see this movie is like a 7. But it's definitely an above average movie. Like, they gotta stop getting motherfuckers who don't like horror movies to review horror movies.
Yeah, like motherfuckers
is a romance buff and he fucking reviewing a horror film. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, motherfuckers just like that cookie cutter shit. Like, nah, like this is another horror movie that thought outside the box and it worked. Yeah, strong 9. Like I said, a little bit. I mean, I understand no dialogue, but the dialogue I had to dock it because at some points it was kind of ridiculous. But I understand at least they gave a reason why there's no dialogue. But it's one of those things. It was just like, when it was sometimes it was a little bit too much. But then the violence would hit. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go.
That violence was damn near in every scene.
Yeah.
But it never felt like it was overdone though.
No, I mean it would happen, and then then you see the character kind of regroup and do some other shit, and then she run into some more bullshit, and then you have to regroup. Yeah. It was just like like I said, they managed to do this within 90 minutes to get to get some beginning and world build and everything.
And that's what's missing in a lot of movies. I'm glad the horror industry is kind of getting back to that. Hey, look, we can tell a good story in 90 minutes and entertain you and have a good plot. This is all these other motherfuckers with this goddamn. All right, folks, let's get a 2.5 hour movie, 3 hour movie. No, fuck you, nigga. I want the rest of my goddamn day.
Yeah, that's actually a good segue into our final movie, like The Substance. Now, this movie is fucked. Like literally, I mean, I knew because I was the one I told LB about this movie. Like, I told him, because I heard this had a lot of buzz. I'm like, watch this, catch this shit out. Like, this I'm hearing this dope shit about this. And he was the one that told me about it. He watched it first. He told me like what he thought about it. I'm like, oh, okay. And then when I had some time, I was able to watch it. And I think I watched it after Azrael. I was just like,
Oh, you had the back to back. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's what's up, nigga.
Yeah. So my mind is already. It's like I'm already thinking like, God damn, The Substance. First of all, it starts out. I mean, pretty much, it's about a movie about the aging in Hollywood. How pretty much like once they think your expiration is here, you get replaced. And it's basically
because remember, there's always, no matter how fine you are, there's always a younger, flyer, hotter bitch.
Right. And then
and this movie stands on that.
Right. And so the lead character was not ready to be replaced. So basically, she got told about a formula that she has to take. I think it's like she has to retake it like every 7 days.
Every 7 days.
Yeah.
And you got to have a stabilizer. Stabilize every day.
Yeah, and you have to, and the thing is, like, you always have to kind of remember that, this is like, you are one or we are one. That's like the whole motto of the movie, because basically what happens is, when she takes this formula, she fucking sheds like a fucking butterfly, a caterpillar, or whatever the fuck, and into a new person. But then,
no, a better, more improved person. It's like drinking something and you lie on the floor and then you wake up and there's another you, but it's the flyest version of you ever.
Basically, it's like a fucked up version of Nutty Professor. If you want to put it, it's a really fucked up version. And for a while, like, the first half of the movie pretty much begs, okay, the better version, okay, yes, and they show like what the whole what the pros are from this better person, but then the whole conflict is like, then both people like, what, they want to be the dominant person. So they start doing, so both sides of the lead character start doing foul shit to each other. And it just slowly gets disgusting after that, like really disgusting.
And then it climaxes into one of the most disgusting. This is like some Garbage Pail Kids type levels of disgusting.
Like Toxic Avenger, Old Boy, and RoboCop after he goes through the toxic waste type of disgusting.
Yeah, we just hit you with like a whole decades of 80s disgustingness right here with describing this. Like,
yeah, like I remember I texted this nigga, like I was heated because I was eating, and then there's a point.
Yo, why you and King P watch horror movies like eating, knowing y'all can't handle this shit?
Nigga, I usually can though, but come on, yo, when you stick a needle through a pussy hole like that, nigga, you make a nigga lose his lunch, yo. That shit was. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is this? But yeah,
see, I don't know. People y'all niggas was disgusted by like the normal shit. Like a motherfucker, that shit just cortisone shots to me. All them needles, that's nothing. What disgusts me is when the bitch started mutating into other shit. When a motherfucker ain't supposed to have a mouth growing on the back of their head.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of disgusting.
Putting earrings on her ear. One ear is on the top of her head, the ear on the neck, like
or a boob falling out of the person randomly and shit like that.
Yeah, how you growing extra titties?
Yeah,
and then they falling off you.
Or showing necrosis like on the legs and shit like that.
It's just nasty shit. Like, ugh.
Yeah, like the movie. I mean, there's reasons why that happens though, but it's just but it's just like, god damn, like they're like really raw with how they make sure it's unflinching. Like, yeah, you're gonna see this, like. And and they're like, we told you, you have to take this after 7 days. You have to follow the plan. If you don't, there's gonna be consequences. And it's just,
you just have to respect the balance.
Yeah,
respect it. Click. That nigga on the phone was just gangster. He's like,
yeah,
yeah. Like that nigga's like no nonsense. He's like, I want to place an order. Yes. Like he don't even say hello on the phone. That nigga be like. Yes.
Yeah.
Your drop off is ready. Click.
Yes. And then he says the shit in that voice over and over again. Yes, you have to do this. You have to do this. And then, do you want to terminate? That type of shit.
Do you want to terminate? Are you sure?
Yeah. So yeah, but basically the high points of this movie were like the satire. Like it's a crazy, whacked out satire on the aging and ageism in Hollywood and shit like that, done really well in using horror aspects. That's what I really.
Cinematography amazing.
Yeah.
The music amazing.
Special effects were incredible. Like
special effects. Oh my god, this is amazing. Just like, and the way it was filmed, like the up close of the faces.
Mm-hmm.
and just showing the whole pretentiousness of it all. Like they really captured that. I know some people was like, "Oh, I don't think they captured it enough." I'm like, the movie would be fucking 3 hours then, nigga.
I mean, yeah, the movie.
And the movie was long, but it didn't feel long. Like I wasn't bothered by it because it's one of those movies. Like most long movies or movies that are too long, you feel like you could trim it down. This is one of those movies where I don't think I could have trimmed this down.
No, because
Like,
you would have lost
long. It just needed to happen.
Yeah, you would have lost something in it if you try to trim some of anything down in there. Because
yeah, it almost make you want to say, "Damn, y'all could have like really like kind of showed more aspects of certain things." Because the whole when like she brought the dude home, like you thought you would have had more situations like that,
right?
But they just gave you a little tease, a little glimpse of it. But I guess the only thing you could really cut down if you wanted to was the scenes of them dancing.
Yeah,
but that's like eye candy too. Like I ain't gonna lie, but Pilot, you might want to see this like movie, like you would enjoy this horror movie.
Yeah, like I'd say the weak parts. I'd say the negatives about this movie would be because I'm sorry, because I'm an ass man, so there was too many flat butts in this movie. Like from
had the white chicks. It was it was white chick predominantly.
Yeah,
It was, but the main chick is like it's like they got the just rightness. Like I get it, like.
I feel it.
Yeah, no, but it's the camera angles. Like these niggas is like on some like like the way they just up close. Like if I was to make
what was this one called again?
The Substance.
The Substance. Okay.
Yeah, it had with Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley and Dennis Quaid.
That's why I see people. I see it on the timeline. People saying Demi Moore still looks good or something. I heard some.
61. Yeah, she's still But the young bitch that they got to replace her in the movie. That's what niggas.
They got the young chicken here. Nice. That's what's
yeah. But nah. Demi Moore, like she kills her role. The acting. You really get. Like, honestly, it almost seems like she took this personal with the way she acts in the movie. Like she's almost living it. Like
she was method acting for Tom Cruise.
like I don't know. It's just the way the vibe. Like, and the movie also has a message too.
Mm-hmm.
And it really hits on certain points because it does have a sadness about it too. Like, I don't know. The movie hits all the emotions. While still grossing you out and still making this point. Like, I don't know. I love the film. I thought it was really dope.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's a strong 9.
It's a 10 for me, man. It's a 10.
It could put it like I just wish though Dennis, because I actually like Dennis Quaid's role as the Hollywood, as the Hollywood cat though. Because
Dennis Quaid killed his fucking part, bro. Like But you heard Ray Liotta? This was supposed to be his role.
Yeah, that was supposed to be his role because unfortunately he died before he could film anything, and I was like, he would have killed that shit even more.
Jeez, man, Ray Liotta would have snapped. But honestly, Dennis Quaid did his thing, and Ray Liotta, he still killed Cocaine Bear.
Sure did.
He killed the fuck out of that. So everything happens. But R.I.P. Ray Liotta. But yeah, y'all got to see The Substance. Substance is fucking dope. Like.
Yeah. Again, like all 3 of these horror movies are it's like original thought. It's like it's not cookie cutter. They're not watering down any messages. They're not watering down anything. It's like that's what horror is supposed to be. Like, granted, like I said, I mean, it was grossing me out, but it wasn't like But it's like okay, you can see this happening because it's like because horror movies, people are just there's too many people that are just like. Laughing at horror. It's like like horror, like has to have like it should be.
Horror's been the best movie genre for a while now.
Yeah,
like easily. Like when you're talking about new movies that come out and innovative and good, and it's crazy because this is the rare time when you got good horror movies and they're not all foreign films.
Yeah, and this I kept on remarking. It's like, well, I don't know why October is putting out so much heat for these type of movies. But
I mean, it's October and they get Halloween. But remember, these are American films, though. Like this ain't no like Like you don't look, bro. We just did 3 movies, and I literally scored them 8, 9, and 10.
Word.
These ain't foreign films, like.
Word.
So it's like I feel like America's finally getting back control of the genre now. Like at one point, it seemed like if you wanted to see a real good horror film,
it had to be Japan or some shit, huh? Some Asian.
you had to watch some Korean shit, some Japanese, some German shit, some Turkey shit. I had to see horror movies from every fucking country, like
facts.
So you had to see some shit like that, and especially when it came to the zombie films.
Yeah,
but now the last few years, shit been kind of slowing down, or it's like the reverse shit in boxing with Turkey a la sheet. Like America got hot again. Like it's like, oh shit, wait, like y'all dropped like 3 good ass horror movies within a month. Like nah, fuck that. Like this the genre. So yeah, you gotta check these out. Out of all 3, I don't know which one I would recommend first. Maybe in the order we reviewed them in.
Actually, yeah, I would, yeah, absolutely.
Save the best for last. Like get Mr. Crockett to get you a vibe. I mean,
yeah.
Then after that, you might say Mr. Crockett needed a little more action or needed a little more pacing faster than Azrael.
Yeah.
And then you get immersed in that. Then after that, that's so demonic.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just cleanse yourself of something. So we get the pretentiousness and this whole Deco Drive ass vibe from The Substance.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got a different vibe. So yeah, that's a good 3-piece.
Yeah, like fully recommend all 3 movies. Fully recommend the order that LB just said to watch those movies and stuff like that. And funny thing is, like there are more movies. I mean, because we usually it's asked me 2 or more. Like I've watched Terrifier 3 and stuff like that, and it's just like I'm the only one who's watched it. So I would I would love.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it, bro. Like it lost the anime on me at the theater, bro. That's my fault. Like
yeah. But like I said, we'll see. I mean, like I said, if anyone else sees it, obviously we'll try to do it. But then probably next week or so, we got some martial art movie, a couple of them we'll do. Both both of them are on Netflix. So yeah, just make sure you watch.
No, wait, hold on. They both are?
Uprising.
Oh yeah. Because you know what? I'm counting the 3rd movie, the one you just sent me.
Well then, yeah, no, that's not on Netflix.
That shit is hard, bro. Like, jeez.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm gonna try to watch it so we can review those next week. Because the first 2 are hard movies, and we're definitely gonna watch this Walled In one.
That might be another 8, 9, 10.
Facts. But I know it's almost 1, so get ready to wrap up and whatnot. Does anyone have any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
Oh, yo, everybody come up with a category for the music battles Thursday. Make sure you let Pat know the category so we could be ready to get a music show Thursday.
Oh yeah. So I can actually pick my songs tomorrow.
Is it just rap and hip hop, or we can do disco and shit like that?
For this one, since this is the very first time, let's just keep it rap. Or do y'all can handle something else? How y'all feel about it?
Are we just picking our own topic and throwing it of which one we're gonna do?
Yeah, you pick your one topic and you make sure you have a song for that topic. You tell Pat the topic. You don't tell them the song yet. Just give them the topic. And then what happens is the day of, once Pat gonna let us know that he got his songs for every topic. Once he let us know, we send him the song. Then he play the shit. That's it. And then and on the night of the battle, every time it's somebody's category go, Rome, King P, and Sutter will review it. We'll be the judges.
Mm-hmm.
So what Pilot says, first category is Dipset music, Cameron. He pick out a Cameron song and Pat have a Cameron song. We vote the best.
Right. Next one person be like, all right, Kodak Black singles. You played No Flocking, he played There He Goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some shit like
and
that.
so on and so on. So it gives everybody a chance to be involved. And even though I made the graphic for Pilot and Pat, we still gotta have that
battle. We can hold off on that. No,
yeah, that'll be next week. But we'll get the gauntlet off, kick off a new music show. Because after the one with Pat and Pilot, we'll do Rome's show with the album battle, and then after that, we got one more battle to complete the cipher, and I think that's Rome and Shuttleworth, and then that's it, and we could do from there. But yeah.
So
pretty much.
Yeah, because the music shit, like I said, I know people want to hear more music shit from us, so yeah, we're gonna oblige. And yes, Kingston, Mortal Kombat does come out a year from now. Now, I'm holding my expectations on Mortal Kombat 2 coming on this movie because Mortal Kombat 1 was a lot of shortcomings, so I'm just hoping that they get it right this time.
Wait,
that was another movie like all of us reviewed, right?
Or is that what the one we reviewed with the best scene was the
Sub-Zero and Jax?
No, Sub-Zero and Scorpion, wasn't it?
Scorpion.
After?
Oh, Sub-Zero and Scorpion, yeah.
That
Jax fight wasn't bad either, though.
No, I mean, that was the best part of the movie. That was the beginning. I'm just saying, that was cold.
Yeah, because we was all disappointed with that shit.
Yeah, like
with that fucking creator player. Yeah,
right.
Because of the creator player. They like, why you had this random nigga star in the movie like that? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I think
cartoons was better.
They're supposed to bring back Johnny Cage and shit, right? They haven't had a second part yet, right? Of that shit.
Yeah, Johnny Cage is gonna be in this version. Yeah.
So yeah, y'all get y'all shit together so we don't have to shit on the movie review.
Yeah, because it was just because because off the trailer we rated it a 10, and then the movie was not a 10.
Like honestly, I only rewatched that movie for the beginning scene.
That beginning scene was hard, nigga. Like I feel you.
Once the intro credits started going, I just cut that shit off. Be like, all right.
Because honestly, the movie got worse once it got to Outworld. As soon as they went to like the other land, it's like the movie just tanked.
Once they started developing characters, treating this shit like it's Deadpool and shit, like I was like, yeah, that's all right.
But yeah,
and some of the acting was off too. So I was just like,
I don't know. Y'all remember the first Mortal Kombat? It wasn't that many jokes in that shit. That shit was serious as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, we going to a new.
It was so serious.
It was pretty bad.
It was kind of scary. It was like,
no, the storyline was ass. I ain't gonna lie. It was good at special effects, but it was a bad. It wasn't the best.
These niggas was joking every other line. I'm like, who fucking wrote this? Eddie Murphy, nigga.
And on top of that, they had and on top of that, Raiden was sounding too stereotypical Asian, like he didn't know English that well.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, you're a god. Like, bro, like speak more and like articulate better, nigga. You're a fucking lightning god. And you sounded like some nigga who just like jumped out the library or some shit. Like, and then didn't Goro die on some bullshit? Like this nigga's like
he got beat up by a nigga. Goro got killed by a nigga's wife and his daughter.
Yeah, the movie was just so fucking trash. I ain't never seen a movie where niggas rate the preview a fucking 10 and then they watch the movie and everybody, the highest score it got was like a 4.
Like the movie was crazy when fucking Kano was probably one of the was like a top character in that fucking movie. Like
Kano was the highlight. You're right.
Yeah. And I hated I hated Kano in everything. Like, Kano is not like a likable character.
But he's not, but he translates well in the movie.
In that movie, he was, but it's like Kano is like the last villain you pick if you play with everybody. You like, fuck it, I'll pick Kano. Fuck it,
the one-eyed motherfucker with the knife. Like, fuck it, like.
Yeah, like
you're right about that because Kano wasn't somebody I picked. I'm talking about the OG Mortal Kombat. Kano was like the last nigga I would pick, like real shit. Like, yeah,
I would rather fight with Katana than fight with fucking Kano, nigga. And that's real shit.
Although everybody but Kano.
Although I'm not gonna lie, the actress that played Melina in that first Mortal Kombat, I think it was Melina, right? She was fine though. I see a picture of like
that was the thick bitch, right?
Like, yeah, she was thick. Yeah, she
looked light skin, right? They made her like a light skin bitch, like a high yellow, like a little high yellow bitch, right?
Yeah. She was fine though. So yeah, like that first, but outside of that, that Mortal Kombat it underachieved with what.
Now real quick, the first movie when I first joined y'all up, it's been a minute, but it was that one where Better Call Saul is like nobody or something. Better Call Saul.
Nobody. They making a Nobody too. Yeah,
that shit was fire. That's the movie I reviewed with y'all. That was a dope movie.
Nigga, I forgot you was here. We to review that. Damn, like.
Oh, okay, yeah, and we're definitely going to review Nobody too. Of course, that's good. That goes without saying.
Nobody.
The first one was really good. Yeah, the first one was really good.
Hell yeah, that's a damn good movie. Fuck yeah, we done damn really did our thing with the movies. I ain't gonna lie, like we do our thing with the movie reviews, but definitely gonna have some more on the way. Y'all stay tuned. Friday I'm gonna be on Miss 702's show.
Yes.
So we're gonna be lit, turn up. It's gonna be 11 o'clock Eastern. I got the times right. Thank you guys. And thank you, Miss 702. My high ass was on some other shit. Like I'm thinking like y'all, I'm thinking piloting them is like 3 hours ahead. I don't know what the fuck I was on. Yeah, so if you're on the West Coast, we're gonna be rocking around 8 o'clock. And if you're on the East, I know it's a little late. Just treat it like it's gonna be a top ranked card or something.
This nigga got his script right today. Okay.
It's gonna be 11. Just act like Michaela Mayer is about to fight on ESPN, and you'll be okay. Like we be up late. But yeah, y'all just make sure y'all tune in for that. And that's it. Just enjoy the podcast. We appreciate rocking with y'all. It's a great show. Niggas had us laughing. Got to talk about some boxing and all that shit. Hold on. Did anybody parlays hit tonight?
No, because the fucking the Chargers lost on a fucking field goal.
Yo, whoa! The fucking Chargers lost? Like you motherfuckers! Like
on the field goal. Listen, the nigga. They first of all, they shouldn't have even scored that touchdown. Let's talk about it. That niggas. Listen.
I'm sorry, Pat. I know you want to go, but god damn.
Pat, real quick. The angle that fucking safety took on fucking Kyler Murray when he's sprinting up the sideline was like, yo, he wanted him to run past him.
Nah, that 44-yard run was crazy though.
He didn't even try to stop. No, he didn't even try to stop him. He literally cut his ankle short.
Nah,
like, go ahead, nigga.
Real quick, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry is a cheat code in the backfield. That's crazy.
Yo, tell me why I won every fantasy league because I have both of those players. So I was down by like 50 in every league, and I beat everybody by like a point.
God damn,
nigga! 5 touchdown passes. I was glad this nigga didn't run it. I mean, this nigga didn't hand the ball off at all. It was just all passes. 5 touchdown passes. Come on, nigga.
Nigga, I am so upset that that was the difference between me winning. It's like $7,000 fucking dollars.
You know what's crazy? So my parlay hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the last leg of my parlay, no pun intended, the last leg was Chris Godwin, 65 yards. No. That last catch before he broke his ankle was 17 yards. The last 17 I needed, nigga. I finished with 65 yards.
Got him.
And I was sitting there, I'm like, yo, did this nigga just break his fucking leg? And then when I go to check the stats, I'm like, nigga, he got 65. I'm like, damn, he out for the season, but good looking out, my nigga.
Oh man, that's like that final hurrah.
The Buccaneers are done. They just lost their 2 top receivers, nigga, in the same game.
I just screenshot how painful this parlay loss is to me. Like literally how on point I was until that fucking last game. Arizona wanted to be confident. Like I'm so fucking heated.
Oh, son of a bitch!
No, listen, man. The Chargers should have won. They had like 500. They had like 350 passing yards.
Yeah, but their secondary was trash. That's the whole thing. Like
no, there was a fucking a little check down play where the Arizona running back ran it for like 40 yards to the field goal range. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the secondary was straight trash. I was like, what the fuck are you niggas doing? Like tackle that nigga. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know how Kyler was able to check that down to the
No,
running back.
Pat, how many legs was it?
Well, nigga, it was
Oh,
what?
I see it. I never mind. I see it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Nigga, I was flowing like the Holy Scrolls, my nigga. Like, I almost had $7,000, nigga. Like,
What was
That's
the
a
cash
close,
out?
but
What was the
cigar
cash out
ass
amount before the
parlay.
game started?
Huh?
Yeah.
What was the cash out amount before the game started, nigga? I know they gave you an option.
I never look. I don't do it because if I do the cash out options, then I'm gonna be like, I don't like doing that. But it was probably like around like 6,300. But it was like, yeah, I didn't want to.
Oh man, I would have cashed that motherfucker out if I seen that. I'd be like,
No, because the Chargers been on the roll, but sometimes they don't score.
Nigga, sometimes
they were supposed to win. I didn't see no nigga have the Chargers.
But this is like the third game this season where only their kicker has scored.
Nigga, they were scoring, but they just couldn't defend. Like, what the fuck? How you let a nigga run 40
Oh, so
yards?
they're like they're the Tim Tszyu of the fucking football. Then
listen, these niggas were getting yards after yard. They was all the way at the 1 yard line and fumbled. Like,
yeah, I was like, what the fuck is in? Fuck, I saw that Jalen Rieger shit too.
That's some frustrating ass shit. That's
this nigga caught like a 60-yard touchdown pass. Right before he gets across the touchdown, this nigga knocks it out his hand. It's a fumble.
Inbounds.
It's a fumble, and the dude catches it and then falls out of bounds.
Yeah, it's like that's the reason why we got rid of Stonehands. That's why that nigga got lost. We had to take this nigga off the Eagles, yo.
But look, they got no receivers, yo.
Hold on, wait. Y'all call a nigga Stonehands?
Yeah. Incompetent niggas, incompetent ass niggas, bro.
Hey, that's why we got Keenan Allen now, nigga.
Yo, look, this is a heartbreaking parlay loss because I was flowing.
No, that's terrible, yo. That's a bad beat right there.
Yeah. Nigga, I was flowing like the Holy fucking Scrolls, nigga. I was like, God damn, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. And then the field goal, I was like it took a lot for me not to say fuck during the podcast because we was doing our thing. But nigga, I was so like
if I'd have been looking at mine, I would have said fuck. None of these niggas wanted to do anything during that damn game.
They couldn't score a touchdown. They were so close.
Nigga, I had yardage fucking parlays, and like these niggas ain't even getting yards. Like niggas just like, what the fuck were y'all doing?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You must have been on the Cardinals because the Chargers was getting yards.
Yeah, no. But that's all right. Though we got another week. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get that parlay. It lets me know that I was on the right path, yo. Just
that was a good one, Pat. You was really on point, yo.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, but the Chargers have made a powerful enemy for me today. For that.
I don't know. Hey, they play the Saints next week. You gonna put them in your parlay? Who you got on that one?
I mean, the Chargers should win, but nigga, like
they should have won tonight, right?
Yeah, they should have won tonight.
But the Cardinals been spoiling a lot of teams. Like niggas think they're gonna win, and then they spoil. And then
because they say because Kyler Murray hasn't led his team to victory. Like he wins, he loses. He hasn't had two.
Let me check Marvin Harrison's stats because Marvin Harrison should be having better numbers, but
the nigga got hurt. He wasn't playing.
He got hurt again? He was playing today.
He got hurt again. Nigga, he's out. The nigga's a little hurt little boy. He a little hurt jet.
Yeah, he hurt again.
The nigga stays in the locker room. What the fuck is up with that nigga?
Well, he's a hurt boy.
He's injury prone. He's nice, but he's a little injury prone, yeah.
Yeah, but let me go to bed because I'm gonna get upset if I keep talking about this.
My bad. We don't want you to have a Mr. Crockett NFL dream nightmare, nigga.
Yeah, dream about next week when you hit, nigga.
Yeah.
Pause.
But yeah.
I'm sorry. Like the way he was left.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, y'all can't. Nah, that's crazy. Y'all can't say.
Dream about next week, nigga. When you know what I mean? Like
you can't say that shit when a nigga's not even thinking about that shit at all. That's just like some crazy shit, yo. Hell no.
But it's still good luck, bro. You still gotta do it sometimes, yo. We living in a different age now.
Yep.
Yeah, don't forget y'all song, your categories for songs. We gonna kill it Thursday.
Yeah, shout out to my Bears, yo. We favorites this week, even though the Commanders are 5-2, nigga, or what, 5-3, whatever the fuck.
Well,
We
old
still
boy is out
favorites.
out with a rib injury. He's week to week now.
Good,
Damn.
good, good. A good win for us, nigga.
Yeah, I want you to get the win. We go to first place if they lose. So yeah. But yeah,
I can't wait for the fuckery we have if y'all teams play this year.
We don't. Unless we get into the playoffs, we don't.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all told me y'all not matched up this year. That's why it got to be the playoffs.
Well, we gonna have a first round bye, so I doubt we'll see these niggas at all.
Oh damn.
Nigga, right now y'all are 7th right now in the order, so like you got a long way to go.
Nigga, because we had a bye week. Wait till we get our games back up, nigga.
I mean, Detroit's the best team in the league right now, and I hate saying that because these niggas were losers.
And I couldn't believe when you said that, nigga, because that's unbelievable to say.
It is, but it's true. It's nigga, true.
Detroit has never won a Super Bowl, and they last year was their deepest run in the playoffs ever, nigga. Like, stop.
They're the best team in the league right now. I mean, I hate saying. I mean, the Vikings were front runners. I've always felt
but
that.
Look, they have to be division champs. They haven't had no division games yet, except last week. They 1-0 in the division. Let's see.
I mean, they number one in they number one in the NFC, bro. Like, you know.
But in our division, that's what matters, nigga. So if they can't beat the Packers and they can't beat the Bears, then they're not gonna make the playoffs.
They can beat the Packers. Like, Eagles beat the Packers. Like we beat them. Like they could beat them. You know what I'm saying?
So, oh no, man. The Bears got this quarterback, man.
And the Bears got a great defense.
Well, hopefully y'all better not lose to the Commanders, though.
Nigga.
But yo, let's go back.
Yeah, my bad. I know we've been digressing all night.
Night, nigga.
But
gang.
For myself, Pat Scorpio, the England representative, for LB Show with the God, the GOAT artist, for King People Diggaby, who already signed out for that, but he was in the subways and shit. You know, for Conscious Pilot, for Rome Top 5. You know, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk. Where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Peace.